YouTube, and then we're gonna go live. Welcome in YouTube. Welcome to another episode of Let's Just Talk About It. And I am your amazing host, Jessica Simone. I hate that you guys missed the beginning of it. Maybe I'll clip it and add it to the end. Oh no, I'm not gonna be able to do that. Anyways, but welcome on, and we are getting started tonight. We just want to know, MAGA, are you well? Because your man campaigned on the Island Boy files and he has not released them. Now all of a sudden they have disappeared. Pam went through that thing and realized, baby, you're all over this thing. And the fact that you're a woman and beginning and feel comfortable covering up the fact that allegedly there are no files and they don't even matter anymore. Why is everybody worried about it? And you're okay with that. Says a lot about you. But I don't have the photo now. Actually, I can pull it up, and which we will do here during this live. You know how we see all those old photos with DT with all those young girls around the Epps Allen boy times? Well, guess what? One of those 15, 16-year-old girls was Pam Bondi. Yeah, one of those girls was Pam.
Wait, what?
Yeah, yeah. One of those girls was Pam Bondi. So when we talk about grooming and indoctrination, you guys,
She's like the perfect end game, groomed to self-hate, self-oppress, cause harm, end up in a position of some kind of influential power to then project the message of self-hate.
mm.
What?
So you guys, when they talk about grooming, they talk about indoctrination. Everything that they say is projection. I'm not anything they say to me, it doesn't seep in my head anymore. I automatically think that about you because all you know how to do is project. Accountability is whipping your ass. You try to put what you are onto us. And if you one of those and we talk about how dangerous white tea women can be, right? And if you're one of those savage 16-year-olds and you don't mind being a victim because you've already been groomed to it, maybe your mom's already like put this in your head, or you don't give a fuck and you're looking for positioning and you're just playing your part and you're thinking about the power you can get in the future. It's starting to make a whole lot of sense how you could comfortably get on here and cover that up, from going to saying that they're on my desk to what files? What you talking about? I don't know what you're talking about, Willis. Hey, Latrine, how you doing? You say you're gonna be in here for a few before you have to go to bed. I know you got an early morning. So again, if you have a extra device, go ahead and put it in the YouTube. Go ahead and put it in the YouTube so we can accumulate those hours. Because as we all know, when things change, and they are going to change, um, we will have a smooth transition, right? Alrighty then. So here we go. Yes, Ladybug. I know we're sending you love, baby. Love, prayers, hugs, positive vibes. I'm gonna pull up this video really, really quick. I was gonna make a video about it too. But let me just pull it up for you guys right now. Maybe I'll just clip this and put it up. Also, too, older millennial has what's the call it came out. His body cam footage. So what the hell? Did you finish high school? Did you? See? You must be MAGA. Again, coming in here saying, did you finish high school? Lets me know that, baby, you're projecting. You meant that I drop out with you? Did I drop out with you, Mike? No, I did not. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. Older P. Lenny. Oh, yo, I'm hollering because he definitely said, I peed a little. I peed.
Y'all remember this photo?
Okay. He definitely said he beat a little bit. Okay. All right, here we go. Matter of fact, let me turn it up. Hold on, I'm trying to turn the sound up a little bit for you guys. All right, here we go.
This girl's like 14 or 15 at the time. Do you know who this is?
Well, damn.
Mm.
Makes sense now.
Now, anybody in here,
Y'all remember this photo?
put a one in the chat
This girl's like
if
14 or
you
15 at
have
the
felt
time.
uncomfortable around
Do
like
you
an
know who
older
this
man
is?
and the like creepy things that they do to make you feel uncomfortable. And I'm gonna give you an example. I gave this old man a handshake and he was rubbing the inside of my hand, like very discreetly. They do that creepy old shit, right? Now, I'm not going to say what I'm thinking, but I went to look for that picture because I was going to make a video. Went to look for that picture of Donald Trump and Pam, young Pam, right? Hold on. I'm going to show you what picture I saw. And y'all tell me from women we know. Men, y'all may not necessarily know this and some may. Some fucking may. Some fucking may. Because they're fucking creepy and they do that creepy ass shit that when nobody can see. Hold on. And even if I can't pull it up here, guess what I do have? I took a screenshot of it earlier. Oh, here it is. Okay, here we go. And I want y'all to tell me. I'm not gonna confirm or deny what I see in the comments, except for with a head shake. Okay, tell me what you see. How do I make this bigger? How do I make this bigger? I don't even know how to fucking make this bigger.
I can't even help you on this platform because I'm watching you and learning from your errors, so I can know how to do it better.
Oh, how about that?
Nah, nah, no,
Yeah.
no.
Yes. Yes.
And it's not even that. It's like she's doing something like direct with her. People need to understand that certain touches from people, especially to children,
Mhm.
especially if that touch becomes so normal in the way it's done, it becomes kind of acceptable or comfortable.
Mhm.
We need to be not thinking, oh, uh, that's acceptable touching.
She,
That's not right. We shouldn't be thinking that's acceptable touching. We
look
should
at
be thinking that's touching that. No, I can't even finish the sentence. Shit.
look at the I just want to say look at the look on her face, look at the look on his face. You know how hand like his other hand is, around the shoulder. Women who have been around old ass men know what the fuck is happening. That's all I'm gonna say. And I'm thinking Ivanka, the way that she could sit up and because you remember there's a picture of them holding shovels smiling burying Ivana in at Mar-a-Lago, right? I'm like, damn girl, that was your mom. But your mama know what's happening, right? And for her to continue to allow it, there's probably some resentment there. You know what I mean?
Totally
So it's like
possible.
I'm sad to bury you, but then again, I can't wait. The fuck.
because that's your mom. She's supposed to be your guardian.
Right.
If one of your parents is supposed to be your guardian, and if one of them is not pulling their load, it leaves you vulnerable. Like, we know, yes, there's like abusive or essay
Mhm.
cases of women who have low self-esteem and turn their cheek on the behavior of a spouse in that general, and it's mostly men who do this, by numbers. But
Mhm.
there's a different thing when your mom is not necessarily like low self-esteem, successful on her own. And what I see in all of this is, as long as I got my money, I'm willing to play on the boundaries of uncomfortable, even with my
Mhm.
children. Does that make sense?
Mhm. Mhm.
No.
I don't
Mm-mm.
play
I wish
that.
a motherfucker
And
would.
see, this the thing. Like, I second what the people trying to defend him in the chat. You are below the crust of the dumpster wheels, and I just want to say, my name is Jessica Simone, and I support that message. I support that message because that's disgusting. I asked you, George. You can come up though, George. I sent you a request if you would like to come up. We can talk about it. We can talk about why you think. Hmm. Hmm. Oh, okay. I didn't think so. You don't you want to defend him behind a page and possibly a fake picture. You don't want to defend him in real life because you if you can't defend him with your face and your voice wholeheartedly because you believe in what you say, then you need to really ask yourself, why the fuck am I defending him? Unless you are one of them as well, right? That's exactly why is exactly Black Nora. Creepy ass old men and creepy men do stuff like that and be like, What are you talking about?" And y'all protect each other when doing that shit. I was looking for a picture, the picture for Pam Bundy. Thank you, G Money. I was looking for the picture with Pam Bundy, right? And I saw that, and immediately I already fucking knew. Why do they feel like it's okay behavior? I already fucking knew. I was that little girl. The fuck are you talking about? I was her. I know it. I immediately I was in her shoes. Okay, well, we wouldn't know it unless Donald Trump releases the files. So when he released the files, guess what? Then we could make a distinctive decision. And if Biden is in those files doing the same thing that your daddy is doing, they can both go to the same place, right?
Yeah, and let's just remember, we had no problem filling out Al Franken on something way less. Way, way less. He was gone.
Hmm.
He was gone. We clean house.
Hmm.
Let's just also remember that Trump's campaign manager from 2016 was arrested for pedo stuff.
And I don't know if you
Let's
guys
just remember
know,
that.
but Epstein, Island Boy's lawyer passed away a couple days ago, allegedly. Well, he did pass away. Natural causes, allegedly. I don't know. Maybe, maybe not. I just seems very ironic.
Wait a minute. Does it say that's a hyperactive girl on the calming of?
Hold on, what?
How would you know she's hyper? Look at what Tiny No
George,
wrote.
let me tell you what's George, let me tell you what your biggest problem is. It's how I know you're a fucking liar. You said we ain't listening to these Democrats because he always lie, always crying. Then why the fuck are you in here then? I'm a Democrat. Why are you in here? Why you said you're not listening to first lie. I'm not listening to Democrats while I stay in the fucking Democrats live and keep commenting and keep giving me your energy.
It's the voice.
I get it.
George playing the victim card.
What
He
up, G
wants to
Money? How you
subject
doing?
himself to
Was
something he
I
doesn't
just
want.
came up. How y'all doing tonight?
Good.
Thank
How
you
you
for your
doing, free?
support, or thank you for your support earlier today. I really appreciate it.
G Money a
I
real
Oh
really
yeah,
one.
do.
I
I
just came
do.
up here real
And
quick.
Mhm.
Oh, go ahead, free. I didn't mean to cut you off. I'm sorry.
no, no, I was just gonna say, and I support. I really appreciate you too, Jeff. I really do.
Of
I
course.
just wanted to say that real quick. I appreciate you both. That's all. Over.
Oh yeah, I love you. For I love you too, Jess. I just want to say, somebody put me on a Netflix called Filthy Rich about Jeffrey Epstein. It's on Netflix. All of a
Mm.
sudden, it pops up out of nowhere. So if you got Netflix, you should check it out.
It's funny. I started watching the first episode like a week ago. I saw it in somebody's comments on a post somewhere.
Yeah, I got a message
Ain't
about
that
it. That's
crazy?
why I'm bringing it up.
Hey
Yeah.
Jordan. Yeah. So we may start watching that in the Discord too. We got so much stuff to watch in the Discord. If you guys don't know, this Sunday we're gonna be in the Discord. Okay, we're gonna be in the voice chat. We're gonna watch something. I don't know. It's gonna be a surprise, bitch. Yes,
Yeah,
but
but that's all I really wanted to say, Jess. I just want to put everybody onto that because everybody they still in denial and shocked about the list. So that shit. So watch that, you'll understand.
I don't know
They've been
what they
friends
shocked
since it,
about.
you know,
We've been telling them, but thank you so much. What's the name of it again?
filthy rich,
Filthy Rich, you
Jeffrey
guys.
Epstein.
On Netflix. You can see where the first cases begin and they do the same shit. Same shit.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, love.
If if you have any crazies, let me know. You know I love to violate motherfuckers and
I definitely
disrespect.
will. I'll be like, G Money, come get this motherfucker.
I got you. Y'all have
Okay.
a
Okay,
good
G.
night.
You too, love.
Bye, G Money. You ain't going to bed. How you fooling? You gonna be up for
I
another
am
6 hours.
sleepy. Eminence. I'm probably on about 4 hours, collectively 8 hours of sleep, but 4 hours last night and 4 hours the night before last, and possibly four tonight. So,
Oh
because we
goodness.
have the auction tomorrow, so I'll be making a video when I get up, making sure I got everything, like all the photos and everything I need to do the auction. What else is needed? Um, I wear a lot of hats. Okay, it's never a dull moment. So sometimes it's just
Yeah.
overwhelmed. I'm just tired. Uh, you and I need to get a fucking workout in.
Yes. Check Discord. I think Auntie put it in there. Auntie, let me know if you put it in the shared Discord. Um, Isaiah was arrested.
Yes, Isaiah was arrested. Where did I see that at? Somebody's chat earlier. Isaiah was arrested. I actually have the footage, so we can watch that for sure. Damn, where was it in? It was in general chat. Yeah, here it is. Let me put it on here. Yeah, so they gotta do their thing where they try to. What up, Shin? How you doing tonight, love? Welcome in. Why didn't
Yeah,
I
something off of
hear?
redistricting. Okay, yeah, it's in the Department of YN Discord too, so that's good.
Uh, open panel. Why? Oh, there it is. It's over there. And I want to do it right here. Oh, sorry, you guys. My bad. My bad. My bad. Sorry, y'all. When my TikTok is up, I mean when the TikTok studio is up, my copy paste doesn't work because it's used for something else. All right, here we go. Let me pause it really fast. And then I'm gonna bring it up so we can watch it, you guys. You know how they do. They're gonna always candidate Isaiah Martin. They're gonna always figure out a way to try to silence us, y'all. But again, all of us together can make a fucking difference. Oh, I gotta make it smaller. I forgot I just made it. Tried to make it big. Come on, free with the number one spot, a spin knot.
I'm just waiting for Dayton to show up. Well,
They
yeah.
probably sleep. They
Oh,
probably sleep. You know he be mad
wow.
when I be getting home a little too late. It's been a long day. I'm glad. I just I wanted to. What up, Hector? How you doing? Hey, Declan, Mr.
Hector.
Matt. How y'all doing, beautiful people? Y'all, if you guys don't know, Hector has a store with a lot of parody MAGA stuff merch too, and he also has a hat that says Kamala would never, which is my personal favorite. But we will be auctioning off a piece of merch from his store tomorrow, so definitely check out what he has there. Purchase you something as well as get you something tomorrow night. And I heard a lot of people been trying to sit on Hector's fan. So we will be auctioning off a date with Hector, a virtual date with Hector. Okay, before y'all get a little too out of hand. Okay, because I can't have y'all
I'm sorry, what? I was
harassing my
drinking and
friend.
I almost choked. A date with Hector.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Can we be neutral regardless of who voted? What you mean? Hold on, let me play this first. But you feel free to come up though. We can talk about it though.
You need to have shame. You need to have shame. History will not remember you for what you have done. It is a shame. It is horrific for what you have.
Jesus! Jesus, get off of him!
It is horrific for what you have done.
Sir,
You
sit
should
down.
all be ashamed.
Hey, Auntie T.
America will rise up against you.
Whoa. Sir, this is my first amendment.
As the chair has exhibited throughout this hearing, the purpose of today is to hear your testimony. When individuals fail to maintain order or decorum, it's disrespectful to the other individuals that are here.
You need to have shame. You need to have shame. History will not remember you for what you have done. It is a shame.
Yes, if you guys don't know, that is Isaiah Martin, who's also a TikToker here who has eaten a lot of you mangas for lunch, breakfast, and dinner, who is also running for Congress, who again trying to silence you, trying to silence the American people. Just because we are speaking up for what we want. So if you are in that district, please make sure that you vote for Isaiah Martin for Congress. We got to get the olds out and the youngins in, okay? Because they ready and with the shits, ready to go. See if we can knock out, if we can knock out this last, not this last, quick rose gold. Hey, Chris, thank you for the dollar for what in the fuck did I roll into? Hold on, Chris, you must have came in way at the beginning. Chris, are you in here? Oh, Pam, are you in here too? I'm so sorry, y'all. That motherfucker, I missed stuff from way long time ago. Pam, first of all, Chris, thank you so much. Justin Coconut for Chris. Pam, are you in here, love?
Yeah, he's there. He's in still.
Oh, thank you, thank you. I appreciate you, Pam. Thank you for the $50 as well.
Chris in the queue.
I appreciate you. Hold on, let me see. Let me check my. Let's see where we at. Cause y'all know I don't put the numbers up there for a couple of reasons. Minus one. Yeah, you walked into a mess. Thank you so much, Pam. Can I get some massive coconuts for Pam in the chat? I'm so sorry. I missed you guys. That motherfucker had me. I had time today. Okay. I'm not gonna lie. I had time today. He was getting on my goddamn nerves, bitch. Fuck is wrong with you? I don't think.
Also, is Hendrik a friend? Like, do you know? Oh,
I
he's
don't.
gone.
But
Never
we
mind.
about to see. We about to see. Oh, he gone. Okay.
There he was. He was there and he disappeared. That was him.
Chris, welcome in,
Nathan.
love.
Hi, Jess. Hey, Free. How are you guys?
Good. How are you? I'm sorry I missed it.
Hello.
I was. He was on one. This dude picked the wrong one. Pam. If I'd have known, I wish I would have. If I'd have seen this then, I would have been so. I would have rather had dropped him, but he, hold on, he ran away, and I didn't even hit. Did I hit the shield? Run the shield track star when he left?
What did he say?
She's a runner, she's a track star. She gon' run away when it gets hard.
Oh, he was feeling himself. He was like, "That's what's wrong with that black woman. You're fat, you're nasty, and you got all those kids. You got 3 baby daddies." I'm like, you let them white tea people put a battery in your back, and now you don't know how to act.
Oh, Paul, yeah.
My bad. I was typing. No problem, Nathan. Thank you.
I just came up just to say a couple things. Sorry, I didn't mean
No,
to cut you
no.
off,
Go
Jess.
ahead. Go. You good, baby. Go ahead.
I just wanted to come up to say a couple things. One, you know the week that I've had, the rough couple days that I've had, and I just want to just thank you for creating this platform and making it as safe as possible, because I feel really comfortable here and I feel really, really safe here. So thank you for the community that you've built and the space that you have created.
Thank you.
The second thing that I wanted to say is your boy has started going live.
You went live?
I've been going live for the last 3 days. And I'm focusing my platform on giving a voice to the marginalized communities. So the disabled community, the women in our lives, the Black and brown folks in our lives, because we all deserve a voice and we deserve to have our voices heard. And I was just going to say, if you guys ever want to be a part of my panel, you guys are always welcome. It's
thank you.
I call it, you guys know that I'm like obsessed with basketball, so I call it the home court. That's the name of my platform.
Oh, that's cute.
That's
like
cute.
That.
I like that.
I like that. I like that. That's cute.
So if you guys, yeah, whenever you guys,
creative.
Whenever you guys want to come up, I'll let you guys know what the topic is, and you guys are more than welcome.
Thank you.
Thank you, Chris.
I will definitely try my best.
Okay.
Which is why I'm late on.
What time frame are you going up though, Chris? Like what times typically, or range ish?
So weekdays I'm thinking about 3 p.m. Mountain Time, and then during the weekends probably like around 10 a.m., 11 a.m. Mountain Time, and then going on for like 2 hours. And we're having rotating topics week by week.
Okay.
Gotcha.
You're doing that full week.
I'm trying to think, like,
how to last.
Oh my goodness, I'm definitely
this should get exhausting after 2 hours.
For sure. I try to at least come by and say hi to people when I can. Especially if I don't have any meetings for the day, especially or I'm not creating content. I try to come by. But at least say hi, at least get my daily heart me, show you some love. I'm proud of you. Look at you stepping into your power. I'm proud of you, and continue to keep doing what it is that makes you happy.
Literally, it's people like you who gave me a voice. So thank you for inspiring, and thank you for making a difference on this platform.
I didn't give you your hey Debbie, how you doing, baby? I didn't give you your voice. You already had it, Lo.
But you helped me empower it.
It was all you. You do the hard work, okay?
I'll do my best. You can go ahead and drop me. I just wanted to just let you guys know that I appreciate y'all and my platform.
Of course. Thank you. Congratulations.
Hi, Chris.
You're making so many strides. I'm so fucking proud.
Thank you.
It's a big jump to go live. It can be a little bit of a fire hydrant sometimes. Yeah.
Okay, Deb, I didn't get any pictures last time or the time before that, so I think I'm kind of due for a photo or two. Okay. And my baby mama right there, y'all. Hey Anna, how you doing? How's your baby? I love kids, you guys. And I think that's another reason why I don't have children is because sometimes you're not supposed to just be a mother to one, but maybe, an auntie to all.
I was just gonna say that. Did I tell you what happened to Arya? After you introduce the next guest, but just letting you know, she got bit multiple times by a yellow jacket yesterday.
What?
Mm-hmm.
Tell her stop playing with them
It's
bees.
actually the day before.
Let me
No,
tell her.
he
Let me hold on. First of all, let me tell her. Let me find out she about to turn into a Beyonce. When you get bit by the beehive, you turn into Beyonce.
I'll
Beyonce.
try that and
Beyonce.
see it. Yeah, so I'll tell you about that afterwards. You got the
Okay.
guest on the panel, and I don't want to waste any time, so let's roll.
Can I also too get some massive coconuts for Pam again? Thank you so much. Pam, I appreciate you and all of the royal family for all of your love. Starting to find his laugh. The laugh is the cutest part, okay? Um, Give me a follow if you guys have not done so. Tap the screen. Thank you for I don't know who just knocked that out, but thank you. So I'm just gonna keep setting these quick small goals, you guys. They're always gonna be like really small. So we'll that way I can just keep pushing reset. You know what I mean? And let's do hearts so we can spread love. Because I think that's what a lot of people need around this bitch. Is a little bit of love. They're lacking love at the end of the day. And even when somebody hates you, it's because they love you so much. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? So let's put it at okay, 4.99. All right. Ain't no way. Ain't no fucking way.
Hey, what's up?
How you doing? Welcome in.
I'm good. How about yourself?
I am blessed and highly favored. I can't complain. Can
So,
you give us your name, age, and who you voted for?
well, I like to use my profile name. Ain't no
Okay, that's
way.
fine.
And I'm 46, and I did vote for Trump,
Mhm.
but I want to explain.
Mhm.
And normally, these platforms, when they hear that you vote, how you voted, they don't want to really hear the reason why. They just like you voted for Trump, you're MAGA, and I'm none of that. It's my vote this time around was like a revenge vote.
Uh huh.
Yeah, and it's a number of reasons why, based off feelings, my personal feelings, not facts. Uh, I'm in the trucking industry, and I have a small carrier. And under the Biden administration, with Pete Buttigieg at the head of the FMCSA, we took a big hit in the trucking industry.
What was the
And
hit? Tell me the hit.
oh man, the rates got cut. They was coming up with regulations that was adding to our costs. And and it got to the point. Hmm?
No,
Um,
hold on, let him go.
go ahead, land your plane.
Mhm.
I just I wanted to ask you a question, so go ahead, land. Go ahead.
Oh, okay.
Out of respect, go ahead.
Yeah, and so we took a big hit in the trucking industry, and there was a lot of fraud going on in the trucking industry. And I understand
Who was
they
doing the
had
fraud? Like the truckers?
well, actually, they really don't know. They saying that it was people from overseas that was acting as brokers and coming in and booking freight and having carriers coming in and freight disappearing. But the thing is that the FMCFA left the door open for anybody to come in and get their authority. So it's like now we're being
The
punished.
FMSA?
The FMCSA, the Federal Motor Carrier Administration. And so it's like we're being punished for their mistake.
And how
And
did they punish you guys for their mistakes?
with the extra regulations, now we got to have sensors on the trucks. We got to have more cameras on the trucks, front facing cameras. Uh, now they're making it a lot more difficult for uh, uh, Americans to get things done like license. And I mean, it's just a whole bunch of regulations that they levied on us that's costing more money than we bringing in. Then on top of that, the rate get cut. Then so now your averaging profit is like 5 cents a mile, 10 cents a mile. And you can't really make a living off of that. So it's like a lot of trucking companies, mainly small carriers, went out of business post pandemic. But the big carriers like the Swifts, the JB Hunts, who has the investors like the Vanguards, the BlackRock,
And half Lloyds.
right? You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yeah,
So
I
it
know
was
them
just
very well. Yeah.
right. So my vote was based off revenge voting, based
And you
on
said this was
Mhm.
post pandemic?
right post pandemic.
Uh-huh.
It actually started slightly before
Right.
post-pandemic because we had some logistical issues. This is also around the same time in which we saw this baby formula shortage. I
Mm-hmm.
know some of y'all may have remembered that, and that actually
Oh, yeah.
started in 2019.
Yeah.
But Biden wasn't in office in 2019.
No, what
And
I
it act
Thank you, Nathan.
yeah. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Ben. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
because as a matter of fact, there was an issue with the logistics under the Trump administration, and we literally had something very similar. Well, something we feared was going to happen this time, which hasn't happened yet because we haven't laid the tariffs down completely. We had docks that had nothing coming in, or we got to this one point in which we had all this stuff at the docks, but none of it was coming across the country in distribution. And that's what happened in 2019 and 2020. Then, when the pandemic happened, which was in March of 2020, actually shut down March 13th of 2020, that's when stuff really started to happen. Now that 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 act, or is it a policy? It's a policy, I believe. That policy you're talking about, what year did that pass?
I can't remember the exact year that it passed, but all of that, what I'm discussing was like post pandemic, because basically what you're talking about is really like layers. See, you're talking about, you're talking about from the logistics standpoints of the warehouse, right? Like
I'm
how
talking about the whole thing from cradle to grave.
well, as
Because if you
truckers, yeah, go
go
ahead.
ahead. No, you go ahead. You're being very respectful.
Oh,
So
okay.
I'm
Well,
not even.
as truckers, when 2020 hit, with all the freight being piled up on the docks, we made a lot of money because that freight had to be moved. So for 6 months in 2020, we were averaging like $8 a mile, which was very overpaid. I get that.
Mm-hmm.
But it
Because we were
started
during a pandemic, correct?
right. But
Okay.
after that 6 months, it started balancing out to around about $3.50, $4 a mile. Then as post-pandemic hit, these rates started dropping severely.
To
I
what?
mean,
To what amount after that?
averaging like $1.60 a mile.
And then before the pandemic at all, what was you making?
Before the pandemic, we was averaging around about $2.20. But see, here was the difference. The cost of operations were a lot cheaper. Maintenance costs was cheaper. Tires were cheaper. Fuel was cheaper.
Okay.
Um.
So just hold on really quick, just so I'm just laying it out. Before the pandemic, you're making like $2.20 an hour. And
Right.
then because the pandemic and everything was building up, you were getting overpaid about $8 an hour, right?
Right.
You knew that the world was shut down. We knew that we
Right.
were passing out unemployment checks and stimulus checks, right? And you knew we would have to balance that out in some type of way, right?
Right.
Okay. And then you said you went all the way down to a dollar and what?
It was around about like an average of $1.60 a mile, to where it's at now.
Okay, so 60, so about 60 cents less than what you was making before the pandemic.
Right.
Right. And so 60 cents less. And then how long did that last?
What, the $1.60?
Yeah.
Oh, it's still going on now. That's the problem. It never stopped.
So you're till this day, it's been consistently $1.60
from post pandemic. Yeah.
So since what's post pandemic 2022?
I would say that started like late 2021. It got real bad. And by the time of 2023 came in May, we had to actually cut a lot of people. We couldn't afford to keep.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And so
yes, you hear his timeline, right?
Yeah. But you don't blame Trump for that.
Actually, the way that I look at it is like when Trump had to shut the country down, you remember he was under a lot of pressure to shut the country down because of the pandemic, right?
And you benefited from that. So are you hoping that he shuts it down again?
No.
Because I feel like some people voted for him hoping that he fuck up and you could benefit off of his fuck up.
No. I actually would have preferred that none of this never happened because I was actually doing better before the pandemic, because when the pandemic happened, drivers under us, the owner operators we had under us who wasn't business savvy, they became a problem because they didn't understand that the market shifts. The market never stays the same.
Right.
It's just my argument is that I wasn't expecting it to stay this low this long on average. I was expecting maybe 6 months to a year for them to back, like get everything back regulated. But now it's looking like the big corporations, not government, big corporations are just allowed to really just take advantage of that situation.
So what? Okay, now saying what you're thinking, right?
Mhm.
One, with Donald Trump advocating for the big corporations, advocating to, um, cut taxes for the big corporations. What made and what did he tell you? And even when you're using your critical thinking, what makes you feel like if I vote for Donald Trump, he'll give me what I want? Considering the fact that because of the way he handled this pandemic, put us in the position that we were in the first place, and then handed Joe Biden a shitty economy where the whole world is shut down, sitting at the house and be like, figure it out. Didn't even hand him over the presidency. He just walked out and left him. He didn't give him any game plans. He didn't even tell him how to get the rest of the plan to get the people out of Afghanistan. Just walked out. So didn't even tell him what he was going to do. So Biden had to scramble to do something. So my thing to you is, what is it about Donald Trump that said he's going to make it better? Because he advocated on helping the corporations, and I hear your grievances about your grief with the corporations. So that is also a little bit more confusing to me too.
Well, again, like I said, my vote was based off of revenge voting, so
Well,
it
who was
wasn't
you getting
anything that I
revenge
was looking.
on?
Well, nobody really, but it was just that I just felt like this here when Biden, and I'm not blaming Biden for anything.
No,
It's
no, no,
it's
no,
it's
no.
like a really
I just wanted you to really think about it. If you're getting revenge, it's against someone because you feel like that person wronged you. Who is that person? Or who is that?
honestly Pete Buttigieg. I wanted him out of the FMCSA. I
Oh,
really did because
whoa.
he didn't know what he was doing. He
Actually, that's not true. You got 520 million total package in U.S. packaging and trucking industry under Pete Buttigieg under the Department of Transportation. That's what you got.
So you
520 million in total to go towards from packaging to transportation and truckers benefits for contracts. And I only know this because my husband also worked for Pete Buttigieg.
But see, that only benefited the big carriers. It didn't help the small carriers at all. The
There's your
independent
answer,
carriers.
Latrine.
Hmm?
Somebody in the comments understands what's going on with what you're talking about a little bit more than me, even. So I
Right.
was just letting her know. She asked if you were small trucking.
I gotta go pee. You got it free, huh?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah. See, what they did that didn't benefit the independent carriers. It benefited like your JB Hunts, your US Express.
Yes.
That's
So you had a contract, in other words.
right. Yeah. We had to fight for
Mhm.
contracts. And then, the
Okay, you
thing
had to
about it,
fight for contracts, and your contracts are with who?
with
Who was
with
your
different
contract with? Mhm.
through brokers, freight forwarders, and some
Mhm.
shit.
Mhm. Now,
And
is it possible? I don't mean to be rude, but I just
no,
want to
go ahead.
ask about your logic. Is it possible that none of this has to do with anything you're freaking thinking it has to do with it, and has more to do with who you contracted with and their capitalistic nature to try to make sure that they accrue the highest profit off of this? Is that possible? And therefore you get sucked at the end. So it's your job to understand the contract and understand the policies that are impacting your contract. Is that possible?
Yeah, that's possible, but that's like what I'm talking
Hmm.
about is like overall. in the trucking industry. I'm just trying to explain to you what we was
But
experiencing as an independent
yeah. But
carrier.
you just said a moment ago when I tried to talk overall on the trucking industry, because if you talk about that over $500 million that was distributed to the industry itself, and then you say, oh no, that's just to the bigger companies, but then you say
I
that doesn't
responded to that.
apply to me. And but then you say you were contracted by the bigger companies. What I'm trying to tell you is really you are evidence that trickle down economics doesn't fucking work.
Okay, I got you on that, but what
Okay.
I'm trying to explain to you what we as small carriers experience. Everything that you're talking
Okay.
about,
Yeah,
small
no, I
carriers
remember
does
it because
not
you guys
benefit
did your
from it.
protest in DC. I remember. I remember it because you did a protest in DC even.
Not well, I didn't.
Yeah, you did. Oh, I did. Well,
Because it wasn't gonna
my
benefit us
love.
no way.
Yeah, but my love, one moment you say I'm speaking for us, the small character carriers. But
I
then when
said
I
I didn't
address
protest. Please don't put words in my
No,
please don't do that.
listen,
Let's have an
hold
intelligent
on,
conversation.
listen to what I'm
Yeah.
saying. Just listen to what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I'm saying I'm trying to figure out the way to communicate to you because one moment you use a plural, and then the moment I address the plural, you say, no, make me singular. So I'm trying to get on the same page with you. You say, I'm trying to explain to you, Freedom, that what us as small truckers went through. You're using we, us, as plural. But then I say, okay, is it possible that you guys did this or you guys were of this? You say, no, don't mention me in group, mention me in singular. So I'm just trying to make sure
Okay,
that I
let me
use the
stop you.
correct
Let
vernacular
me
to,
stop you first. Let
to
me
be
say
on the
this
same
here.
page as you, bro.
You have mega carriers.
Mm-hmm.
You have small carriers. What
Mm-hmm.
you are talking about, that all those benefits went to the bigger carriers, and let me explain to you why. If you let me explain, the
Mm-hmm.
bigger carriers have investors, they have board members, BlackRock,
Yes.
Vanguard,
Yes.
all these. Let
Yes.
me finish.
Hot
Let me
Pack
finish.
Lloyd, all of them. Yes, I
Right.
know what you're talking about.
Please, let me finish. They have
Mm-hmm.
all these investors who not only invest in trucking companies, they invest in brokerages, they invest in warehousing, they invest in supply chains, manufacturers. So it's like they're rounding the wagons around small carriers where we can't even compete. So when you talk about trickle down economics, yeah, but it's being caused by the 1%ers. We can't defeat that. And back to what you said about the truckers protesting. The reason why I said I didn't protest it because I already understood a long time ago that we were fighting a losing battle because of where the money is coming from and
Uh-huh.
where that money is being put to.
Are you okay? So before I let Latrine kind of break this down to make sure everybody's on the same page, so you voted as a protest vote to
Right.
put in danger other human beings' lives, to put women's rights on the table, to put veteran issues on the table, because you wanted to have a revenge vote on something that you knew you were in an upside battle against, and then voted against the very person who could have helped you have your voice heard a little bit better. I'm not saying it'd be perfect, to someone who says, shh, I don't give a fuck, motherfucker.
You're talking about
And
Kamala, right?
Kamala would have at least given you a shot in any type of policy, or I guess you could say petition, that you may have pushed up the chain.
Well,
That
she
that's
was
how you can
basically
get things.
saying, right. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
That's how you can get things changed. To instead, we now have Trump, who's in the White House, that says, shh, I really don't give a shit, motherfucker.
Well, like to what you said, two things. Kamala,
Mm-hmm.
the debates that I heard her in, she was basically saying that she wasn't going to change too much of anything to what Biden was doing. That's basically what I heard. When I heard that, I pretty much checked out. And secondly, about the women rights and all that, I get that, but
Right.
we all know in this country that we have to vote in our interest. If you are hanging off of a ledge, my child is hanging off of the ledge. I'm gonna go save my child before I, you know what
Okay,
I'm saying,
okay,
save
I get
you.
it. I get it. I get it. I
Right.
get it. So
Okay.
you were
Can I
always, hold on a second, Latrine. You were always kind of borderline the kind of morals for Trumpster anyway, because I don't vote for my best interests. I
You
don't do that
know?
at all. No, fucking no. I'm a military person too. Hell no.
Okay.
I vote for compromise. I understand that there are things that I'm going to lose in, and I understand that there are things that someone else is going to gain in. And I look at the harm ratio, or I guess you could say the ripple out effect of what my vote will do for myself and other people.
I
And
can
if I
respect that.
say, oh, shit, I got to take up some more taxes because of my income, that's going to hurt. But in the meantime, I don't have people breaking the Constitution. I think, you know what? Yeah, just take that extra out of, because you know what? If they break the Constitution and they come arrest me because they don't think I look American, then guess what? My taxes won't really matter because I won't even be here. So let me make sure I take one for the team to a certain degree. And my daughter, you put my daughter on the line. You put your own daughter on the line. You put her on the line. So I want Latrine to help kind of like summarize, put this in a much prettier package for people who don't follow this type of thing, because I looked up the policy that you talked about, and that started in 2019. Now,
Yeah.
I don't know about you, but I give presidents a little bit of grace the first 2 years they come into office, because they're dealing with the previous president's policies that they have to handle. That's why you had Trump doing all these executive orders. So when 2019 rolled around and some of these policies started hitting the floor right before the Ponderosa, that's all Trump. But here you are, only holding the shoulder of the weight on Biden. So I just let Latrine do it. Jess, I brought Latrine up because she had a better
Yes, yes.
understanding of some of the stuff that he
Yes,
has
go ahead.
been talking about. So go ahead, Latrine. The floor is yours. Over.
Well, I'm not going to talk too much about the trucking part, because I think you did an excellent job in, coming in and kind of telling him where that, land that plane. But what I want to say is that, ain't no way. I've seen you in another political room before, and we've had plenty of conversations. And I will say this. I am not changing my mind about how I feel about the way you voted. You voted, the way you voted is your prerogative, right? But when you go in that voting booth, it is no longer about what you want. It's about what the people need. It's what the needs of the people. And the way you voted angry, for one, over something that you could not control. And that's what I was trying to tell you in the last political room, was you didn't vote in your conscious right mind for humanity. You voted against your own people, bruh. And that's not in your own children. And if you're married, your wife. And do you not know that if you are great in America, you have that person has to have that child? You cannot go and get any type of care. It's hard to go get care now. And not only that, I have 2 children that have ADHD, autism. It's hard. It's going to be extremely hard for them this year because of the way people like you voted. You didn't vote with the people that have disabilities in mind. You went in there and did a revenge vote, as you say, quote unquote. And because you call it a revenge does not mean it is right. You did not do that the right way, brother. And so what we're on here trying to say is, we're not judging you because you went in there and you voted the way you vote. We're trying to understand why you did it. And understand, if you did it that way, do you still think that way?
Hey, Chris.
Or do you regret how you did it? And if you do regret how you did it, what are you going to do in the next 4 years? Are you going to repeat the same cycle again? Because what you're saying absolutely has nothing to do with politics. It has nothing to do with the price of tea in China. It has nothing to do with eggs. It has nothing to do with gas. It has nothing to do with rent. It has nothing to do with ownership. It has nothing to do with owning a business. What it has to do with is you speaking up on your job and telling them, hey, you guys need to secure these contracts. If that broker is not doing a good job, you need to fire that broker and get you a good broker.
And I think it's important to know when if you're going after someone or you're going to get revenge, ain't no way. Don't you think it's important to know who you're getting revenge on?
Well, let me respond to Latrine first. Or
Okay,
Latrine,
you
I'm
right,
sorry
you
if I
right. Go
said your
ahead.
name wrong. First off, I want to say if we met in other rooms, you really never had a chance to even hear my thought because every room I've been in except this one, I was always attacked. Soon as I got out my mouth, I voted for Trump, I was always attacked. So I appreciate you listening, and I appreciate and respect where you're coming from.
Absolutely.
Right.
I respect that you actually got a chance to explain it. So now that you understand that wasn't the right way to vote. And I respect it. So now when I see you in another political room, I will say, hey, just listen to what he has to say because now I understand where you're coming from. So I
Right.
appreciate that.
Right. Thank you. Now, I'm not saying I don't have some regrets for the way that I vote. I've always voted Democrat, But at some point between, and please don't nobody get offended because I'm not saying this, to be offensive at all. But somewhere between the Me Too movement and the LGBTQ community, the Democrats got lost on that. It's like they started putting too much focus on that when there was other things going on in the country. They just kind of lost me. So for me to even vote again, and I hate to say it like this, I need the Democratic Party to have a different message other than Trump is bad, the Republic. I need them to have a message for what are we going to do and keep your word. That's all I ask from the Democratic Party, or at least try. Don't just blow things off to the side because
I don't think they blow things off to the side. I think you interpreted it wrong. I think you got emotional with that.
well, I
But we
did
can
see a
talk
lot of
about
arrogance from
it. It
like
doesn't matter. I'll explain that afterwards. That was very clear and tactful the way you just explained that. So, Latrine, do you feel like you got the answer to your question? Because he didn't talk about the future. He talked about the past.
He
She
talked
wants
about
to
the
know,
past. And so,
she wants to know how do you feel about it now? And what are you going to be doing forward?
well, that's what I was saying. The Democratic Party is going to have a message, or else I may not even vote the next term.
Okay, there it is right there. He doesn't know what he's going to do. He may not even vote.
Right.
And that's okay. It's not okay not to know not to vote, because I feel like now that you say that blanketed statement, it feels like you are holding a blind eye to what is happening in multiple areas of the nation, of our country.
No.
What's happening? Hold on a second. What's happening in the LGBTQ community? What's happening in the Black community? What's happening in as far as people being stripped of their rights and all this stuff? Now it feels like you're giving a blind eye to what is happening. Because if you make a blanket statement like that, I am not going to vote. That tells me that you really didn't have the intentions on doing it right the first time in the first place.
That's what I'm saying. And I'm sorry, sir. I have to 100% agree with her. I have to 100% agree with her.
I do too.
Okay, good. Because what it is that I agree with you. Just so to just get the full recap, I agree that sometimes Dems get lost in the weeds and can't see the forest. I agree. But that doesn't mean we can't chew bubble gum while writing in a notepad or talking on the phone at the same time. That doesn't mean we can't multitask. We may hit our head on a light pole now and then, but we start looking up a little bit better after that, right? But we're still multitasking. And that's the thing when you're not a cult. You have so much diversity that you have to make sure you're inclusive of something. And I agree, sometimes we may have been focusing on worried about who's contesting who bailed out Black Lives Matter's people. Don't care if they're contesting about it. Just ignore them. Just ignore them because that's irrelevant. And in the meantime, we allow gerrymandering. and more conservative judges to be put in positions under the Trump administration because we weren't paying attention. But that doesn't mean you abandon. Tell me, am I right? Is it the cart for the horse or the horse for the cart? That doesn't mean that you. Okay, all right. I'm not good at those things. That doesn't mean that you can't fix it.
Yeah.
And that doesn't mean that it's going to be fixed in the manner that you want it to be fixed. It's going to take time. And you want to know why we're so screwed more? Because now you invoke someone in power who made the U-turn even more difficult. Now we don't have the allies to help it work faster, smoother. And now,
also,
if something really bad happens, we won't even have the chance to vote if we don't get on our shit.
And you talk about broken promises. How many promises did Trump make and he has not yet to keep? Oh, but wait a minute. He did keep the ones on the plan that he created a couple of years ago, Project 2025. He kept all of those. You know what I'm saying? So the promises that he said that he was going to do to get the people come out and vote, he did absolutely none of those. In fact, he fired half of them, all of them. All the people are lost their job. Let's tell you what's going on here in Texas, in my neck of the woods, right? So let's talk about the educational system. Right now, my son has 3 schools that has merged. So that means that it would have been 28 kids to one teacher. Now it's doubled.
Who was that? Thank you, free. I'm sorry, y'all. Go ahead.
No, you fine.
Yeah, I'm just trying to make sure you keep moving forward, boo.
Yeah, it's trickled down.
Show some love to Free right now, y'all. Free is my baby. She been here since the beginning too. Okay.
Somebody said y'all not crying about
And
Project
it's amazing
25.
to watch you grow, Free.
Whatever.
She used to cuss
But
you the
yeah,
fuck out.
you know, like I really wish, just thank you so much for providing this type of space where we can actually come in here and have a decent conversation. There are some people that just you can't just please, and you're not going to be able to please, but at least have some decency to see that, you know, something's got to be handled right. And this situation that he's talking about, as far as going in there, being an angry revenge voter, that wasn't done right.
Well, I guess I was feeling like, okay, like if we go back to the Obama administration, I don't think the torch was properly passed.
Even your phone said that's bullshit. Even the person who called you right now said, "Why the fuck you lying?"
Don't do that.
Okay. Before you even get started, because I see you here with the bullshit, and
No.
Hold on. I just want you to think about it. You said the torch was not properly passed.
Well, maybe I framed it up wrong.
Hold on. But even in that rhetoric, it came from somewhere. When Obama gave him all the tools he needed and handed him a beautiful economy, in which you said you was doing better before the pandemic, which he inherited this economy from Obama. You knew when you was making $8, you knew you was gonna have to pay that back somewhere, somehow in the future, because you know it doesn't work like that. But Donald Trump, when he left the administration to Biden, he didn't give him any information. He didn't pass on any plans. He didn't do the inauguration. He didn't do nothing he was supposed to do. He walked out with his wife, never even looked at Biden and his wife. He didn't follow no protocol. So Biden actually went in blind and had to do the best he could with nothing.
No, that's not where I was going with.
I know it's not where you was going with it. I just want to say, wherever you was thinking about passing a torch, think about the way Donald Trump passed it to Biden, and Biden had to do what he can to fix it with nothing, with no guidance from the previous administration. And Donald Trump is the one who did that. Donald Trump is the one who set us up for that failure. And you voted for him to come in here and possibly do that shit again, which is kind of what we're experiencing. So I wasn't asking any questions. I just wanted to say that. And but go ahead. The floor is yours.
So let me frame it up like this here. There were 2 women who ran against Donald Trump, Hillary Clinton and Kamala Harris, and I really feel like they both were set up to fulfill. I really do. And you have to look at the Democratic Party for that. Kamala Harris, they rolled her out 100 days before the election, unprepared. This woman, it's like they just grabbed her by the collar and pulled her off from behind the curtain and said, go out there and get them. Unprepared, straight set up. Hillary, whatever went on with those emails in Benghazi, she wasn't even prepared for that. It's like they set them up for failure. So maybe I framed that up wrong when I said pass the torch. I don't think Donald Trump should have had the opportunity to get that far the first time. So it's like for me as a voter, seeing him allowed to come in there and just be like a bull in a china shop and nobody do nothing. Even when he got out of office, all this stuff that they had, nobody did nothing.
And then you voted for him again.
I mean, so it's like, why not? I mean, the Democrats not trying to stop him.
Wow.
That's how I was looking at it. I'm not saying that's what's going on now. I'm telling you why I angry voted. Part of the reason. I have a number of reasons why I angry voted, but that's another layer to it as well.
So you got to think that you're just as respectfully, and I'm saying this respectfully, you're just as weak as the Democrats you're mad at.
Well, let me ask you this here.
Because your vote is your power. If you're mad that they didn't stop him, you had the power to vote to stop them and get him out the way. They didn't stop him because he was the president at the time. But when they're in power, they can make things move. So you was just as scared as they was so scared that you voted for him so he could keep doing it.
Mm-hmm.
So let me ask this here.
For the same thing.
So let me ask this here.
Okay, go ahead, ask your question, and then I'm gonna bring Dayton in.
Okay, now all of y'all.
Wait, hold on, Jeff. If we don't get to 55 with this many people in the room in the next 10 minutes, are you okay with mods turn off comments?
Yes.
Okay.
So let's get to 55K, y'all.
Yeah. So the four of you are women on here. So I like to ask the question: how do you guys feel about how they rolled Kamala out there like that? I mean, I don't think that was cool.
I'm not going to vote for a fascist and a rapist and a criminal because I don't like the way they roll somebody out.
But that's not what I asked. I'm talking about with her being a woman.
And of course I'm not going to like it.
Right.
That she only had 3 months. I don't like the fact that she had 3 months.
Right.
But the thing is, not only for my people, not only for a woman, not only for a Black woman, but a Black intelligent woman who is one of the most qualified candidates that the America has ever seen, I'm going to jump behind her. Why wouldn't you have your mama back? Ain't your mama Black?
Yeah.
You got any kids?
2.
Your baby mama Black?
Yeah.
Why wouldn't you jump behind a Black woman? Whatever you need.
Because she didn't have a message. She didn't.
Hold on. That's how I know it's you. I'm challenging you to dig a little bit deeper. She's the only one who had a message. What was Donald Trump's message?
Again, like I said when I first came up here, I revenge voted. I wasn't.
No. Hold on. I get you revenge voting, but you don't even know who you were getting revenge on. So that's null and void. You don't even know. It could have been Trump. It could have been Biden. It could have been anybody. You was just mad, and you don't even know who your revenge voting on. Per your words.
Yeah.
But the Black woman you couldn't get behind, regardless. Your mama raised you. Did you think she did a good job?
Yeah.
Yo, baby mama, I know she raising your kids. I don't know if y'all doing it together or she got custody, whatever the case may be. But do you think she's doing a good job?
Yeah.
So why wouldn't you want to get, regardless if they threw her out there, we were like, why aren't we as a community like, I don't care if you threw her out there, we're gonna have her back.
But they made it seem like she wasn't Black until she
No. The Republicans did, because when you're fighting this opponent, they're gonna do anything. Nobody on the Democratic said she wasn't Black enough. I don't give a fuck.
So those
no. I'm not asking them.
What's happening?
Hold on. I'm asking you. Why didn't you get behind the Black woman? I don't care what nobody else thought. What are you thinking? Why didn't you get behind the Black woman? Because if you're just revenge voting and you don't even know who you're revenge voting against, she didn't need a message. Because it didn't matter. Okay, well, what was Donald Trump's message?
The message is what she's trying to tell you.
What was Donald Trump's message?
Donald Trump's message?
Yeah.
Again, I revenge voted. I didn't expect nothing from
If you're
Donald Trump
revenge
other than the
voting, and
first
I
time.
asked, okay, well, who are you revenge voting against?
Well, I wanted Pete Buttigieg out of the FMCSA. He's out of there now.
How do you know that Kamala Harris wouldn't got him out of there too?
Because she had already said she wasn't going to change much of what Biden had already said.
No, she said
that in
no.
the
You
debate.
that's
That's not what
again.
she
You
said.
don't listen. You because you didn't want to listen. Let me tell you something. People receive messages from the people they respect. You listen to the people that you respect. You don't respect her. I don't know if it's because she's a woman or a black woman. Because not only did she have a message, she said that she wouldn't do anything different from what Biden had did, and she also backed it up right afterwards in the same interview and said that my presidency is not going to be a Biden presidency. And all of the things that she even rolled out for black men specifically, when no president has ever rolled out anything for niggas, is diabolical to say she don't have a message. She's one of the only candidates that even came out with the details of her policies in this extent. And again, in 3 months, she raised more money than any candidate has ever raised for a presidential run, and they all had time in 3 months, which shows to the amount the heights that women can go, especially black women. And you didn't want to get behind her because you was revenge voting against somebody you don't even know, a ghost. You don't even know who. But Pete, he ain't even in the presidential seat.
But Biden put him there. Biden placed
Kamala
Pete
did
Buttigieg
not.
there.
Kamala did not.
He didn't even do a bad job. As a matter of fact, we had an increase in construction and infrastructure better than the last 12 years prior to. Just
He
stop.
did
We
a
had the
great
best.
job.
Stop.
And you said you getting $1.60 per mile right now.
On average across the board, drivers are averaging now.
How much you
around
get?
about-
How much are you getting? Because you're voting on your
No, no,
revenge.
no, no,
We're
no,
not talking
no.
about them.
I'm telling you the average for
No, not the
small.
average. I'm talking about you.
How much am I making person?
Yes.
You want to know how much I'm making person?
Yeah, you down per mile, like the whole dollar per mile thing.
On average, I have to guess at that because I can tell you weekly, it fluctuates. It's never the same. You know, some weeks.
If it's never the same, then why are you mad at Pete? Because
No,
it
no,
went
no,
down
no,
$1.60 at one time.
No. I'm talking about this is still going on now. You know what I mean?
Why are you?
I'm upset at Pete because it seemed like the FMCSA punished us, the carrier industry, for
By what? By dropping the
they
dollar
made.
per mile, correct?
No. For mistakes that they made when they started levying all these regulations, having us spending money on extra cameras, sensors, all that. We had to pay for their mistakes for leaving the door wide open for these crooks to come in and cause this situation in the freight industry. We had to pay for that for something that the FMCSA did.
Okay, now what has changed?
Well, the fraud has been scooted out, but the corporation's still taking all the money.
Because Donald Trump said he was going to give all the corporations the money.
But the same thing was happening under the Biden administration, under administration when Trump was first in there.
Hold on, really quick, because I want to bring in Dayton. I want you to know that when you move on emotions, as you did, and this is another thing that because and this is not necessarily you, but as a general, a lot of weak men especially like to say that women can't lead because they lead on emotions. You just made a decision and threw the whole Americas under the bus because you was mad at something you thought Pete did to you and made you pay for something. That's what it comes with owning a business. That's what it comes with truck driving. Things are going to fluctuate. It's not going to be different. And regulations are fucking needed. If somebody did fraud, yeah, there are going to be some regulations because if we can make it safer and better for you in the future, why are you against that? You want to
You don't
open your
ambush the
hold
whole
on. Just
industry
let me
with it.
finish. Just let me
I'm
finish.
sorry, go ahead.
Why do you want to leave yourself open for fraud? So when you lead and you make decisions on emotion, just know this, and this is with anything and everybody in here. When you make decisions on emotion, you're guaranteed to lose something. I just want you to think about that next time you try to move on emotions. So sometimes take 30 seconds before you make a decision. think rationally. And if it's really got you riled up and you want to get revenge or anything like that, you riled up in your feelings, take a day, take a week, go do something that you enjoy. Try to find the positive out of a decision before you make a decision. Because you're only going to hurt yourself. Just so you know. But Dayton, I would love to thank you so much for your patience. Welcome in. I appreciate you. How are you doing tonight?
I'm doing pretty well. You hear me well?
Yes, I can hear you.
All right, great. I just want to have a man-to-man conversation with the gentleman down there real fast. Not to cut you guys out, but do you understand politics, sir?
Somewhat, I would say, yeah.
I mean, just say scale of 1 to 10, where you at?
I say I'm about a 6 or 7.
All right, I will probably say lower than that. I'm gonna explain to you why. Now, you went back and forth on the fluctuation of your pay and everything like that. Then you hesitate to tell us how much you're making. And not that we want to know, but
Well,
it's
that's not
basically
your business. That's
sometimes
my
listen,
personal
listen,
business.
listen. I'm gonna talk, and I'm gonna give you all the lane to talk. I'm not gonna overtalk you.
Right.
Now, it seems to me that your issue was not who to vote for, is who you wasn't going to vote for. Now, I'm explaining to you why I say that, and I want you to hear me. Now, Kamala, you can't tell me any of her plans, could you?
Oh, you asked me a
That's a question.
question?
That's a question. That's normally how a question is phrased. Can you tell me any of Kamala's plans?
Okay, I'm gonna say this again, like I told the host and all the other ladies on the panel.
That's a simple yes or no, sir. That's it. Yes or no. Yes or no. That's it.
Okay, for you to validate your point, no.
Okay. So that means that you did not listen to her. You did not watch any of the press conference, any of and you damn sure didn't watch the debate. And you didn't take time out to look into her. You didn't look into her plans. She posted online. You didn't listen to it. You didn't read any of the stuff. Now I got another question for you. Personal questions, up to you to answer it or not. Um, do you live in a southern state?
I do.
Okay. Is your state a red state?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, I was sitting back trying to figure out, why would this black man, I want to assume you're black, why would this black man have this disdain against this woman here? And it kept hitting me like, wait a minute, he probably work around nice amount of white folks. He might be in a southern state that's red, and I'm kind of sure they're not saying anything favorable about her. So, like just said earlier, we tend to, I'm not saying you're weak, but weak people tend to get their information from people who they trust. And if I'm only around people that saying negative things, because everything you said was negative in reference to her, which you did not mention anything negative about Trump, besides the fact that you had an angry vote, which honestly is kind of funny because one of the main reasons why they didn't want to vote for Kamala, they said, well, wasn't just because she'll be on emotions. And we're listening to a man say that he voted off emotions. So when you look back and you say, well, I voted out of anger, it was like, fuck everybody else. I'm mad. Fuck Pete. You know what I mean? But it seems to me that there's another underlying.
my God.
Now we're going to talk about the economy. Okay. Now, I
Yeah,
asked
you
you about
piling it up
politics.
because I'm not gonna be able to remember everything to follow through.
I'm not
only
asking you no
answer
more
one layer
questions.
at a
I'm
time.
talking to you. So I understand that. Trust me, I've been listening to you. I understand intelligence.
I don't think
So
you have.
I do. I've been listening to you, brother.
No, because you said I got a disdain for Kamala. I never said anything against that woman other than she didn't have a message, so you couldn't have been here from the beginning. And
Yes, I
also
was here
said
from
I
the
knew
beginning. Yes,
Trump
I was
wasn't
here from the
shit.
beginning. Because for you to say she didn't have a message, that means you don't know about her.
No,
That
you
means you
said I
didn't do your
had a
research.
disdain.
Yes, you
You put
honestly
words in my mouth.
to say that it's almost like this, sir. I knew you for the
No, ain't no
last 45.
almost. Be
I knew
exact,
you for
sir.
Hold on, hold
I
on,
knew
hold on,
you.
wait, hold on.
Listen,
Go
wait.
ahead.
I knew you for about 35, 40 minutes. And all you kept saying was she didn't have a plan, which led me to believe
I think your
I
phone went
think
out,
you were
Dave.
trying to mute me, host. I think you were trying to
But
mute
no,
me.
no,
I
no.
no,
Let
I
me
didn't mute
explain.
anybody. I didn't mute
You can
anybody.
call a person HOE without calling her HOE. You can call
Who you talking
somebody
to?
this. I'm saying when what Dayton is trying to say about his disdain, you can say that you can everything you've said is nothing but disregarding and dismissive of Kamala Harris. Everything. You haven't said a single nice thing about her. And what Dayton is partially saying before he comes back, you can call someone an HOE without actually calling them an HOE. You can be like, girl, you on that corner a lot. Girl, why they always stopping at you? You're always
I'm
in those
sorry.
cars, aren't you? Those type of things. And
Yeah, your
for
phone
me,
went out.
I'm 100%, yeah, Dayton, your
My
phone
phone
keeps
went
going
out.
out.
Hmm.
Yeah, my
Yeah.
phone went out.
Yeah.
But
So
I
Dayton, I was just telling him to loop in that you can call someone an HOE without saying they're an HOE. He hasn't said a single nice thing about Kamala.
well,
A single
I
nice
don't
thing.
expect him, but I don't expect him to. But what I'm saying is that I never met the guy before in my life, and so far I hate on the fact that he's from a red state. I hate on the fact that he's probably working around a predominantly white field, um, and that's
Uh-uh.
the negativity that he may be hearing. Keyword maybe.
Hmm.
The negativity might be hearing because he kept on saying, I heard, I heard, I heard.
Hmm.
Now he said that, well, she said, well, she wasn't going to do anything different from Biden, which lets me know that he didn't watch the whole interview. What he did was he listened to the clips that Fox put out. So he didn't watch the interview.
I don't
So
watch Fox News, so
okay, so that means somebody told you because the news played that any other news carrier played it out.
but you're
And if you
making a
watch it
lot of
on the View,
assumptions of
and if
me.
you watched it on the View when she was on there, you would have heard how she expressed how she felt about that. And keep in mind, that was her boss. Okay, so people leave that part out. So when I'm listening to you, it's like, wow. I mean, all he said was the trucking field, the trucking field, the trucking field. Um, that's like so like minute, honestly. And I can say that for the simple fact is that a lot of the regulations and things that was put in place by the Obama administration, by the Biden administration, was to change things and to make things across the board better and fair. Now you get to this guy. He removed the regulations. That's what a lot of people want him to do. Remove the regulations. So when you do that, you got air quality issues, you got safety hazards, you got all these things that he don't care about. Not saying you, I'm saying him, Trump. So it might make you more money, but that's better for everyone else. So when you say these things, it's like, wow, I haven't heard this gentleman talk about anything that's pertaining to anyone other than him and his field. And
But
it's like,
yeah.
wow.
But can I
And
interrupt for 1 second?
yes, you can. Yes, you can.
Okay. Well, see, that's why I was saying I don't think you was here when I first got on, because when I first got on, I made it clear I revenge voted because of what was going on in the industry that I was in, and I voted for my own personal reason. That don't mean I had a disdain against it. See, you came up and you made an assumption.
No,
I
that wasn't
never,
an
no,
assumption,
no,
sir.
hold on,
That wasn't an
hold on.
assumption.
I never
If you can't
came up.
say anything, now I'm going to cut you off because you're going to talk
Okay,
in circles
host,
right now.
host, this is how it gets started. We
No,
bring somebody
no,
up here
no,
like
Yeah,
this,
hold on, hold on.
no.
and
Hold
he
on, hold on, hold on.
wilding
Let
right
me
now.
do a
You
quick
know,
level
First
set
and
really quick.
foremost,
Hold on. Let me do a quick level set. You guys, we have 114 people in here. I think Free's about to cut off the comments. What time is it? 10:03. We have 2 minutes to get to 50K, or Free is going to be turning off the comments here. Give me a follow if you've not done so. Tap screen. They're one coin hearts. We're trying to get to 499. I don't, it's a little bit of math. We need about 244. Am I good? Is that my math? Is the math right? Or 234, something like that. Hearts love glitzy. How you doing? Long time no see. Share the live. Always the best way to support the live is via Cash App or Venmo. Pay links are in the bio. I'm Jessica Simone. I appreciate you. Feel free to send a message if you got a question for the panel to be able to. I will definitely ask them for sure. What up, Granddaddy? How you doing? And thank you all for being here. Oh, and make sure you get your daily heartbeat. Well, before we get started, I just want to say that he, as Zayden is talking to you, he's not making an assumption. I mean, we're we're just using a little bit of critical thinking. You said that she don't have a message, but then you also said that, but you don't know her policies, which means you weren't listening, which means you didn't care to know what her policies are, right? Because of whatever disdain. Like, I don't, there's somewhere where you lose respect that I don't even want to look into your policies. And then when he clocked that maybe you're in a red state, maybe you're around a lot of YT people, and not being condescending, but just reading the room and paying attention, because when you are in a red state, when you are in that environment around a lot of YT people, guess what they're going to do? They're going to be spewing different rhetoric all day while you're at work. They're going to be saying certain things about, oh, they're messing up our trunk industry. They're doing this, they're doing that. I can't. She's going to do it the same way. But you, because you didn't look into our policies, you don't even understand that they may just be regurgitating talking points either from family members, Fox News, or Trump himself, in which we know he is a liar, right? And that's what we're saying. And we're all guilty of being in a room sometimes and just regurgitating what we have heard and taking it as true, right? And that's why I even started this, so going live, so we can debunk misinformation and disinformation, because he's banking on people to just listen to people at work, to not read, to not
like
look
us.
into anything.
They not like
Hey,
us.
W,
They not
thank you
like
for the
us.
subscription. I appreciate you. Drop some coconuts to W in the chat. He's banking on that, and it's not saying like, oh, you da 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 da, but we're just human, and when you're in that environment, it's easy to get caught up in that. So with that being said, what do you want to say?
Well, I could tell you the names of the YT people that influenced me, first and last. The first one name was Financial Report, and the second one name was Balance Statement. Those were the only influence that I got from YT people. You know what I'm
Got you.
saying?
Got you.
You know what I'm saying?
Got
So I don't, you know what I'm saying? So that's where my vote came from. I mean, nobody influenced me other than what was happening to me.
Okay, well, okay, that's the thing. If you're saying, but you said it's fluent, and I'm asking you why you didn't vote for Kamala. You said she didn't have a message, but her message was clearer than anybody. And and Dayton asked you what is her policy. You said you didn't know, which
No,
means you didn't look into it. So how would you even know if she had a message if you never looked into it?
I ain't have but 100 days.
Well,
You didn't.
I have some. Hey,
Don't get
Jess,
upset, host. Don't get
Jess,
upset, host.
Jess,
Do not get upset
Jess,
at me. Don't you do
Jess,
Why
that.
did you say
That we
that?
having a good conversation.
Why did you say that?
Just say
I only had 100 days to read a fucking paragraph of policy.
Wow. Wow.
We're fucking cooked, America.
hey, Jess, Jess, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
All right, listen, I was going to talk about his finance situation because sometimes we got to think outside of ourselves. Now, with Kamala's plan, sir, you make over $250,000 a year?
Well, right now per truck, just being honest, it's averaging anywhere from like 120 to probably about 80,000 since
Got you.
post pandemic, and that's horrible.
Got you.
That's horrible.
I got you. It's very hard, but I could live on that. But listen, so basically what I'm saying to you is this.
Because how you going to
Her
support me?
policies, her policies would have supported you and they would have hurt me because I'm well north of 350. So, but I still knew that the best move to make was to think outside of myself. Because at the end of the day, I understand that this politic thing is going to keep rolling it's going to roll like a damn ball. But I'm not going to say, well, this guy is going to come in and make everything better. And keep in mind, he's a lame duck president, meaning that there's limited things that he can do, but they can have a lasting effect because he has to do everything fast and out of the way because he only has one term to do this. And that's one thing that I preached on here when I got on here last year with you, Jess. People weren't realizing that. He's a lame duck president. So meaning that anything he tries to put in place may not be carried out because there might not be a Republican replacement. So when you go out here, and that's why I asked you about politics, sir, because at the end of the day, when you do these things, if you're looking for a fast turnaround, it's going to be short and brief. So now when you look at that, you say, well, I'm looking at my purse, I'm looking at this, I'm looking at the finance statement, I'm looking at this. Listen, at the end of the day, guess who's getting hurt now? The people that makes the amount of money you make now. Because you look at the new the new tax bill, it's going to be terrible for you. But again, when we take, and it's not like he didn't tell you this, first and foremost. I don't want nobody to say he told you this. We knew that he did not care about the middle class folk. He said it out of his own mouth almost. The 1%ers was what he did, and he did everything for the 1%ers. So again, when I hear someone that looks like me say these things that, well, I just didn't. At the end of the day, I would have voted for a newspaper clipping because at the end of the day, this dude told you. That's one thing I will say about him. He told you what he was going to do. And he is implementing it, and it's going to hurt all the small people. And I'm not patting myself on the back because it won't affect me in the least bit. However, it's going to impact the small people who don't make as much, who can't afford to pay a high tax bill, who can't afford to send their children to private school, who can't afford to live in good neighborhoods, who can't afford to do these things. It's going to hurt them. But those the ones that said, well, she didn't have a plan. You know, Donald Trump had to only prepare, and I say it all the time, what is it, Jess? A book report. When Kamala Harris had to prepare a dissertation, it's like she had to get up there and do all this and all that for a person that is the second most, and this is fact, you can look it up and research it, the second most qualified person to ever seek the office of the president. You know what the first was? Her boss. So when you look at these people and you say, well, I don't like this. You know what it is? You're hearing these things. See, because I read, I look into things. You can tell me it's nighttime. I'm gonna go look out the window and see. So when you say all these things, well, she didn't have a plan. She had a beautiful fucking plan for people that made in your range of money. It would have fucking screwed me. However, I knew it was an overall plan that would help a lot of more people than myself. When I go and vote, I don't vote for myself because I'm going to be okay. So when I went into that booth, I didn't say, well, I got to make some more money. And guess what? With the regulations they put in, they gave my department had to go out and get body cameras. We had to go out and do this. We had to go out and do that. We had to allocate a whole lot of other money all around because they wanted to make things safe and they wanted to put some accountability in there. I ain't got no problem with that. So when I hear people say, well, the regulations and the drilling and it's like, all you're thinking about is yourself. Because at the end of the day, say it again.
He said that at the beginning when I asked him. I said, why did you do this? And he said, well, you vote for yourself. And I said to him, no, I don't vote for myself. And he said, no, I only vote for myself, me and mine. And I said, no, well, I vote for you and me. He said that. He doesn't care about.
You're supposed to vote in your
sad.
personal interest, and you said that's not true, and I agree with you.
And it's sad. It's sad that we got people out here free that does that will go in there and say, something. That will go in there and say, something. Simple as that. Only thing he can do is write executive orders. He can only write executive orders, sir. He can only write executive orders that will not last his presidency. So it's like when people don't understand politics, it's like you really got to sit down and understand that he's giving you a lot of lip service and he's telling you he's lying.
Right, but let me
all you got to do is just listen to him.
Right, you know what I'm saying? But let me interrupt you because I don't want you to confuse me with MAGA. In the beginning, I had already said,
no, you ain't MAGA.
Hold on a second,
sir.
Sir, give me a second. I already said from the beginning that I knew Trump wasn't shit. When I voted for him, I wasn't looking for him to give me more money. Before I say this, I know that it was selfish and I do have some regrets. And for that, I apologize. But when I went in that booth and I voted, I was looking for him to tear this shit down.
And he's doing that. That's exactly what he's doing.
Right.
Exactly
you know
what he's doing. He's
right.
tearing it down. He's tearing it down. But guess who it's going to hurt?
I
It's going to
know.
hurt the laborer. It's going to hurt the person that's out there going from. It's not going to hurt the business owner like myself. It's not going to hurt the guy that's, if anything, real estate is doing really well for me, and it's not going to help law enforcement. That's my career. It's not going to hurt our house. We actually getting raises. So like at the end of the day, the little guy is going to get attacked. Where the other people who was at middle class, now we move up a class now because I don't understand some people's thinking sometimes. It's like I don't get it, and I understand you was upset, but I don't understand people thinking sometimes when they do things. It's like you think you think for that second and not for that time period. And that's the whole thing. People think for that second, and not saying your vote mattered because, it was only one vote. I'll be totally honest with you. However, the mindset. But I got one analogy for you. You got $1,000, sir. Your light bill is due. Your mortgage is due. Your all your utilities is due. Your kids need shoes. You need food in the house. What's the first thing you're going to take care of?
Yeah. I mean, like I said.
No. That was a question. What's the first thing you're taking care of?
I'm taking care of home.
The home isn't what?
Hold on. Repeat that again, because you was kind of.
I said your light bill is due. Your mortgage
is due.
Utilities is due. You only got $1,000. Your kid needs clothes. You need food in the house. What's the most important thing?
Oh, we got to keep that roof over our head.
There you go. Because you can go out, you can go out and earn money for food. That's what I'm getting at with the Biden situation. They had been handed a terrible situation that they had to retract from. So they had to pull back money from places. It had to happen. So it's like when you look at it, you do your bills at the end of the month, you say, well, damn, I would like to go to that ball game, but I can't go because Mary need a new pair of shoes. Bobby need this. I can't do this. But it's like when money is flowing, you can do all that stuff. Well, when money's not flowing, you got to make cuts. And when those cuts hit sometimes, those cuts hit hard, but you got to start at the roof. And the most important thing is taking care of home. Because you got a roof, you're safe.
Well, now, can I ask a question real quick?
Hold on, really quick. Monique, thank you for the subscription. Can y'all please drop some coconuts to Monique because she knows that baby they are not like us. Because what the fuck is going on? Shout out to Killer Girl in the building. Long time no see. How you doing, my brother? Yeah, Biden had to pay the mortgage first. He had to take by the rent and then had to go work on the other shit.
Well, see, factoring costs, I completely understand that. Like I was telling the host and the other ladies on the panel, I just didn't expect it to go this long. This has been going on, like in the trucking industry, we had phases where rates would drop and then rates would pick back up. Then rates will get back to the middle. This been going on for ever since early 2022. It's like it's never ending. And now I'm convinced that this is where it's capped at.
And what's that? What's the cap at? Because you said it's been fluctuating, so it ain't no cap.
No, I'm talking about in the past. It would fluctuate like that.
No, so it hasn't. You telling me that since 2022 to 2025, it hasn't fluctuated? It stayed at $1.60.
If you get a load that pays $3.50 a mile, it's like a blue moon load.
So, but it happens, right?
But it has to be
because you said it fluctuates. You said, but you're telling me even
I said in the past.
I'm okay. What is happening now? You said from 2022 to right now, it's stuck at a cap. What is that cap?
The average that I was telling you, it's like, you know what I'm saying? I didn't say it was stuck at a cap. I said it's
you
like
just said it was stuck at a cap.
No, listen to me. I said it's like it's stuck at a cap.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I said.
Okay. I mean,
y'all don't start trying to put words in my mouth.
I'm not, hold on. I'm not even. What I'm not gonna do is I would say what I heard. You say what you said. I'm not even gonna go back and forth with you. I just hit the button so that way it'll let me know what the timestamp is, and I can just go back and watch it.
Okay.
Yeah, but we don't have to do it. We're not gonna do it right now. Oh, I got YouTube. I literally can and pull it up. I can back it back up right now.
Just live goals. Live goals.
Hold on. 1 second though. Ain't no way.
Yes. Yeah.
What since 2022? You said it's like a cap. even if it's like a cap, what is that cap?
Like I've been telling you throughout the whole conversation, the average now that truckers are making is like around $1.60 a mile. I've been saying that the whole conversation.
Okay.
And so I don't know
Hold
why
on.
y'all keep asking me that.
No,
I'm not gonna change it.
I'm not asking you to change it. I didn't ask you what the average was. Average means is you take all of them together and you take add them up and you divide them by however many numbers you took and you get the median, right? I'm asking you what the cap is. You said it seems like a cap. What has been the cap? Like what has been the highest amount since 2022?
Talking about for a single load.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, you talking about for my company.
Across the board, like what for you? What have you?
That's,
What is the most you
that's
have
not
gotten?
how it works because we're business owner. We're not driving for a company. We own our own company.
Okay, so what's the most that you and your company has gotten per mile?
The highest load
Since
paid since
2022.
2022 was around $4 a mile.
Okay.
And that was the only time we got that $4 a mile. Just that one load.
All right.
That was the highest one.
Okay. And then you say on average you get $1.60. So
Right.
you mean to tell me in order to get an average $1.60 and some is $4, that means some have to be like 60 cents.
No, what I'm saying is
What's
like
the okay, well what's the hold on.
Hold on a second. Let me explain it to you because I don't think you understand how the trucking industry works.
No,
If I
I know
give
how I
y'all,
know what average I know
hold on,
what I know what average
listen.
means. I know
I'm
what
not
cap. I know how to
insulting you.
add, subtract, and
I'm
divide.
not
That's what.
insulting you. It's just logistics can be complicated.
Okay.
If I pick up a load on a Friday, paying $4 a mile, going 500 miles, that's $2,000. That load may take me out to Kansas to a dead zone. Now I'm trying to get back toward the Mississippi River. That load may pay $1.10 a mile, but I might have to deadhead 200 miles empty, no pay to get that load. So you calculate that up throughout the week and you add in all your miles that you ran. That's how you come up with those averages. So right. So it just depends on where you land at with a load. Like if you go to Texas, if you go from Memphis to Texas, you may get paid now $1,500 to take that load. But you may get a load coming back weighing 45,000 pounds, which is like at the weight limit, only paying $600. And you're talking like a 400 some odd mile run. Now you burning more fuel, bringing this cheap load back. You had the deadhead 150 miles, so because you can't afford to just empty. So it causes you to take a hit. So I'm sorry if I couldn't see above all of that BS to look around and see everybody else's situation when I voted. I apologize if I couldn't do that.
No. I get that. I'm just talking about because it's deeper than that too, right? So again, what is the lowest amount that you've taken a ride for?
The lowest amount, round about like around about $1 a mile, coming out of Texas. I mean, places like that, which is what we call dead zones.
Okay. And then so you telling me for it to be an average of $1.60, you take $1 a mile contracts a lot of the times.
No, those are not contract. Those are what they call spot freight.
Okay,
you may have a contract load going out there, but you may have to get on the load board and book a spot market load to come back to keep from coming back empty,
but
for
you
free.
take it for $1 a mile a lot of the time.
Right, that has happened. Now, ain't a lot of the time we try to avoid it. You know what I mean?
So
But
for the majority of the time, what is like usually your minimum that you take? $1.60?
The minimum that I take.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes you have to take what you can get because you have to pay that driver. And if your load going out there only paid $1,500 and you have a blowout and it costs you $500.
I'm not talking about blowouts. I'm talking about usually what is the around the average that you would accept. I know you take $1 every now and then, but you said you don't take $1 all the time, right?
Mm-hmm.
So what do you usually accept?
Oh, you're asking where do I normally would like to be? You know what I'm saying? Is that what you're asking me?
No, what do you usually take? What do you usually take?
Well, see, that's a tricky question because in the trucking industry, sometimes you have to take what you can get to
You said
cover your
sometimes,
costs.
but majority of the time, what is it usually around? $1.60? I'm assuming it's $1.60 because you said that's the average.
I would say $1.50 at a minimum that I would take. Like
Not
if I
would
had to
take.
take
What do
the
you
load.
usually take? Like most of the
Oh, excuse me, because you don't understand how the movement of this works, and I'm trying to explain it to you the best way that I can. And the point is sometimes you can't afford to come back empty. Sometimes because you don't hire a broker, you partner with a broker because a broker has access to the shipper. And if the shipper is giving them 4,000, they want to pay you 1,000, and you got other competition, other carriers out there who don't understand how to bid on freight, or the broker just stubborn that they're going to keep $3,000 of that money. Just using it as an example, you have to take that 1,000. That 1,000 may be only $1.50 a mile.
I
I
have a
don't
question.
have
Did
to.
you cut out the middleman? Are
So
you doing this? Did you cut out the middleman, which is the broker?
Well, see, that's the problem with the corporation. See, like I said earlier, when you have corporations that has shares in the carriers, shares in the brokerage, shares in the warehouses, the manufacturers, you can't cut the middleman out. They
I'm
they
asking you,
demand no
did
matter what.
you, your personal company, did you cut out the middleman, which is the broker? I'm drained too, but I got to have this answer. Did you cut
Again,
out the middle? Answer the question, yes or no. So yes
you
or no.
can't cut
Did
them
you cut?
out. That's what I'm trying to tell you. You can't
So
cut the
So
okay, so
you
middleman
that's a
out.
have,
no. You
if
do
you
not
have a
cut out the
broker.
middleman.
You can't.
You can't.
You
But
can't.
my question to you is, you did not cut out the middleman. You have a broker.
Yes, yeah, the majority of us do, yeah.
Okay, so if you have a broker, sir, your issue is not with who is in office. Your issue is with who you hired as your broker, because your broker should be making you money right now, and there is money there to be made. Most of the guys that are in my family are truckers, and I can say at least
People they
three of
confused
them
with
are
dispatch.
on. Hold on a second. Hold on a second. I listened to everything that you had to say.
But you don't
At least
understand the
three of
trucking
them.
Hold
industry
on,
is a
hold on
train
one
and
second.
title
I
Hold on, hold
do.
industry.
on one
Sir,
second.
my
Because she
husband
was
is
just
a
waiting
trucker.
patiently.
I get it.
My husband is a trucker,
I
and
get
I'm
it.
not ashamed to say he works for JB Hunt.
Okay.
As he has went through the training program, I went with them. I was up studying the book. I was up studying how to pay rates. I definitely agree with you about the fluctuating rates. But as far as the last 2 years, it has been steady at a certain rate. But I'm talking to you about a broker, because the reason why I'm on you about the brokership right now is because that's what I wanted to go into if me and my husband was to become a partner, because I know good business when I see it. I know money when I see it, because I'm a woman. I like to dress nice. I like to look nice. I like my hair done. I like my nails done. I like to put food on the table. So I know when I see money, we gonna get this money. You see what I'm saying to you?
Yeah.
So what I'm saying to you is, your issue is not with who's in office. Your issue is who you hired as your broker.
You don't hire brokers. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Your husband works for
If
JB.
you
Listen
are
to me.
owner
Listen.
officer,
Listen, because
listen
you're
to me.
wrong. You're
You
wrong,
are
Latrell.
you are owner
No.
operator.
You're
Hold on,
wrong.
hold on, hold on, hold on. One second,
Are
one
you an
second.
owner operator, sir?
Hold
Are
on.
you an owner
I'm a
operator?
carrier. It's a difference
So you're
between
your own
listen,
business.
listen. Come on now. I'm
Hold on,
trying
hold
I'm
to
on.
asking you a
explain.
question.
Hold on. The question.
I'm trying
Hold on.
to
Ain't no way.
explain.
Ain't no way.
Yeah,
Hold on,
yeah,
everybody. Let me do a quick level set so everybody can stop
yeah.
screaming. Because that's what I'm feeling. I'm feeling a little scream. We can have a conversation. Because what the thing is, if she knows of another way that you can be able to help you make some more money, first of all, and help you redirect your anger where it needs to be. Because sometimes you work close with your broker and you don't want to cuss him the fuck out. So you go in there and you mad at him and you revenge vote against somebody else because your broker not gonna tell you I'm fucking you out your money. They're gonna tell you it's Pete's fault. That's why
Okay.
you gotta spend your money. If I'm
Yeah.
fucking you over, I'm not gonna tell you it's me. I'm gonna tell you it's somebody else. That's what Donald
Okay.
Trump do all the time. So what I just want us to kind of, and she may even can help you out if she knows that, like, not only our family members, as well as her husband, also is a trucker. And of course, your woman gonna be like, hey, this don't make no sense. Let me, and be able to look out for you. So everybody just chill real quick.
Yeah.
Let's just breathe. Let me make a little announcement while y'all take some inhales, deep breaths,
Okay.
in and out.
Okay.
Welcome to the live, you guys. If you're just now getting in, I am Jessica Simone. We have 122 people in here. If you could give me a follow if you're not doing so. If you look up at the top left and it says follow, that means you're not following me. So go ahead and hit the follow button. And once you do that, you should see a little heart. And when you can give me a daily heart me to let TikTok know that you like it here and you enjoy the conversation. Continue to tap the screen. Let's go ahead and get up to 100K. We need about 200 and some odd, maybe 10 hearts left on our gift goal. Always the best way to support the lives via Cash App or Venmo. Pay links in the bio. It's I'm Jessica Simone, which is also at the top of the screen. Feel free to add a message into your donation. I'll ask the panel if you want me to, or you just want to say, girl, I love you and I love what you're doing. Or I just want to say you look good tonight. Whatever the case. I'm a little sleepy tonight, so but you can, and also you too can subscribe at the bottom left corner as well as the top to get access to the Discord. We are the royal family. We are all kings and queens, okay? And we will be having a movie night on Sunday. We're either going to be watching Ironheart, Filthy Rich, which is the Island Boys court cases and how and the victims speak about that, or Sinners. So one of the three. We're going to be doing it. Thank y'all so much for dropping down them what's them called, them heart, them hand, them heart pups. I appreciate you. What up, Cece? How you doing? Okay, all right, I'm gonna start at the top, so I'm gonna give y'all still a little bit of time. Dayton, did you have anything you want to add to it?
I think his phone paused.
Okay, he might be working.
No.
Oh.
I was just thinking about something out loud. Now something that I couldn't say on the screen because that
I
might be get
figured.
the live taken down. I just, it sounds to me, okay, that sometimes when things get rough, you got to have a plan in place because not every rough patch gonna last, and it just happens that way, And to think the way that I see a lot of people have been thinking is not logical because at the end of the day, this man has nobody and good interests. Okay. All he worry about is lining his pockets. And they won't see it until after November 26th. After November of 2026. When you look back and say, I was angry in that booth and I voted for him, and then your Medicaid, Medicare's cut, and your social services are snatched, and your special ed education programs are taken away, and and you and police don't have no regulations, and when you look back and say, well, damn, I was just worried about my financial statement. God damn. And it screws everybody over across the board. But that's all I got to say about this issue. We got to go to the next issue, please. This is getting worse.
Well, let me just address one thing with as a Latrine. I got to ask the question first. Just answer it and let me explain. You say your husband works for JB Hunt. Is he an owner operator with JB Hunt? I think your phone is on mute.
Why would he be an owner operator? He's a truck driver.
Asking,
He used to be a trainer.
Just yes or no. I'm not trying to start an argument. I'm asking.
He used to be a trainer, yes.
Okay, he used to be a trainer. Okay, here's the difference. He works under JB Hunt's banner. I have my own banner that drivers work under. So what JB Hunt is doing for him, that's what we were working toward doing for our drivers. So it's a difference. We don't hire brokers. We partner with brokers. And every broker we have are not going to always have loads going in both directions. So you have to work with a multitude of brokers for what they call backhauls. So that's what I wanted to explain to you. That was the difference. So I was feeling like you had it kind of confused at what I was saying. So
no, I don't have I know exactly what I'm talking about. And so my other question to you is do you do local hauls or do you do long hauls?
We are doing drayage now. That was the industry that we ran into when things got rough. So we did drayage to save on calls instead of running the road. So yeah, we run within like a 300-mile radius of our home terminal.
That may be an issue too. That may be affecting your pay scale as well. Because you know, the longer that you go out, because JB Hunt does long haul and short. My husband comes to me home to me every night. So he does local loads. But there were times where he would have to do long hauls. You see what I'm saying? Because they actually got a contract to go to California for 2 years, and he turned it down because we didn't want to move back to Cali. So there may be an issue with your mileage range, and not necessarily just. So it's just certain aspects of your, like you said, your logistics that you got to look after. But that has absolutely nothing to do with how you voted, sir.
Right. And that's what I was going to get back to. I just wanted to make sure you understood what we actually do versus what you're saying that your husband do. But I agree with you on the voter side.
Yeah, so that's what I'm trying to get to is that, you know, again, when I was talking about the brokerage and all of that, that I have plenty of friends and plenty of family who has good brokers. So if your broker is not finding you good bids, that's an issue that you might need to look into.
Did you look at their YT people?
I'm sorry?
Did you look at their YT people?
No, these
their
are my
report and balance statement, because it's kind of hard to speak on that if you haven't seen that.
My family is black, and all I know is they make money trucking.
You know, gotcha.
That's all I know.
Gotcha.
And it's work out there but you got to have the right connections to go get that money.
I hear you.
Okay, so I know what I'm talking about. I like my hair done. I like my hair done, and I like my nails did. So I'm gonna pay attention. And also, let me say this to you as well. Your write-offs. If you're at a customer too long, there's certain things that you can get paid for. Like
Filthy
you talking
rich,
about.
Christine. Go ahead.
Like you talking about. Like you know how sometimes companies, if they pull a load off your truck, right, and they take too long to pull their load off, you need extra pay for that. You can get paid for how long, but if you're with a company, that's why I was trying to ask you, is this your company, or are you just an owner operator, or are you working for someone else? Because it makes a difference.
Right.
So I'm just saying, I do know a little something that I'm talking about, sir.
Right, but I know a lot of something on this industry. And I'm not trying to go back and forth with you.
If y'all can, let me say this, and I'm finna land my plane because I got to get ready for surgery tomorrow. But I'm gonna say this, and just after I say this, you can drop me, baby.
Okay.
In order for you to learn, you got to empty your cup. You have to empty your cup, because some things that you do not know, some things you might know, some things somebody else may know. You may say, I didn't know that. Let me go look that up. That's what we're talking about on this live. Is we're trying to educate you on possibly knowing something different. But if you feel like you know everything and nobody can tell you everything, you're gonna be stuck right where
you were wrong on a lot of 90% of what you said about the trucking industry.
I'm not wrong,
yes,
sir.
I got you, Latrine. Latrine, I'm sending you I'm sending you positive vibes, love. You got this.
Thank you, baby.
Can't wait to see you
Thank
tomorrow.
you.
But look, I gotta drop down two hosts, and I want to thank y'all for a pleasant conversation. I really do appreciate the platform of let me get my point across. This is the first live I've been on where I didn't feel attacked until a brother man came on, then he settled down. I appreciate him too. Look, but for real
Even attack you. I before you go, I just want you to.
I'm just kidding.
I want you to think about this. You know that you made the wrong decision to vote, which means you didn't have all the information. And we a lot of times we think we know everything, just like you think you know everything right now. And I'm not saying you don't know anything, but none of us know everything. Only a fool thinks they know everything. A wise man knows that he knows nothing. You thought you knew what votes you should be making, and now you even putting your company even at more risk because his plan is for the big corporations to weed out the small businesses, right?
Right.
So it's okay to not know everything. And that's why we need to come together as a community so we can help and teach each other and share the information, share the licks that we have, share a better opportunity with each other. But if you keep saying, oh, I know everything I'm talking about, then you don't need no help, right? Why would I even try to give you, put you up on game if I can? And I would expect the same thing for you. And I appreciate you for coming up. Thank you so much.
Man, appreciate y'all too, man. Y'all be easy and
A wise man once said that if your nose is running, get a Kleenex. Don't cut the some bitch off. And it seemed like man just cut his fucking nose off. He said, I'ma fix their asses.
I don't
Watch
need this
this.
fucking
Watch
nose.
this. I got this. I watched this. I'm gonna fix their ass. Why? I'm gonna vote for Trump. All right, then. Go ahead, brother. But it sounds like he got
Oh
a
my
personal vendetta
God.
against Pete. I don't know. Did anybody pick that shit up besides me?
Pete pissed that nigga off.
Pete done did something to him. I don't know if that Pete is taking or what. I don't know what's going on, but he was really upset with Pete. I don't know, man. Shit.
Pete pissed that nigga off, okay? So I'm talking about, we gonna talk about you. You
Well,
think
listen,
we
if he thought I attacked him, shit, I was being extremely nice.
I know, right? That was good. I'm like, they didn't attack you. That's what I'm saying. You gotta be able to have these
Yeah.
conversations. And people act like truth is a new hate speech. Like, I can't tell you the truth. We can't like be realistic about it. We can't. That's the thing about, not saying that you ain't got no critical thinking, but the thing about critical thinking, you're supposed to use your context clues to kind of make to make an educated guess. Like, oh, I'm assuming you probably in a red state. You probably work around this. Because if you're seeing that you don't know one of her policies, but then say she ain't got no message, that don't make no damn sense.
Listen, I'm listening to him. I'm listening to y'all. I'm driving home from one of my black jobs, and I said I can't wait until I get into my driveway because I'm going to hit this goddamn button. So I come up here. I said because this dude, he is literally doing what my grandfather used to always say to my uncles: "Don't cut off your nose to spite your face." What the fuck wrong with you, brother? Yo, what's going on? Oh, my arm hurt. I'm gonna cut the motherfucker off. What the hell? What's wrong with you? Yo, man, get this man some help.
Oh my god, I am hollering. This
Oh
episode,
my god.
it should be rewind, baby. It's on the YouTube. I was like, I know you just said that, but sometimes when people say something, I can push this highlight button, and it'll kind of give me the timestamp of when and what time something happened. Y'all, when it comes to my gift goal up top, I know I just saw somebody send 155 gifts, but it said I only got 228. What does it say? What does it say to y'all? I can't see.
Damn, 499?
Yeah, but does it say I reached the goal?
That's your goal.
Right.
That's your like so far you got 228.
Okay. Yeah, it's a one coin heart.
Hey, but look, we on fixed income. We got finished talking about that a minute ago
I
now.
know, but at first it was at 199, but then I saw somebody drop 155, and I'm like, why I didn't add? That's what I was thinking. So I'm thinking, because sometimes TikTok be glitching, and it'll tell you ain't reach it when you know the fuck you have. So that's why I'm like, let me ask. Maybe I'm
I
seeing
might got to
something.
talk to this financial planner because this is not working out, man.
No, like it
This
sounds like your broker fucking you over. Like, it's all I got, man. It's only
Hey,
$1.
dog, I don't know what to tell you, man.
And why are you taking low paying jobs? You gotta know your worth and know your value and say no to some of these motherfuckers. And that's the same thing y'all mad at quote unquote Hispanics for coming in here and doing. They taking the low paying job, they're taking it for low money, and it's hurting the rest of us. You're doing the same fucking shit. You're taking low paying jobs. If they know they can get away with it, they keep gonna give it to you. You gotta say no. The fuck? That's what I be talking about. Like, we got doing this, not these blackers. We doing the same thing that Hispanics doing. And y'all mad because they can do it faster and for a lower price. So they can come back and get some more. They taking the job. They taking it for the low. You taking it for the low because you're not making the same amount of money as the white T man is making. The fuck?
All right, question though, can you just so
Answer.
what do you think about them prosecuting Obama?
They not finna prosecute Obama.
You heard what you heard what the I can't think of the guy named Democrat today, yesterday. He said, if they got evidence, bring it.
Yeah.
If you got to bring it, prosecute him.
You ain't got it.
Come on, stop talking about it. Be about it.
Baby, let me tell you something. If you had it, you would have been on it your first turn. That's first of all.
Let's get it out the way.
Two, if it was there, they would have been engaged on a bomb because they didn't even want him in there. They would have been on his ass. They looked for everything. They couldn't even make up nothing because he was always with Michelle.
Listen, just before these damn e-files gonna come out, Trump gonna be doing a press conference and they have a box. And in that box, he's gonna say, you know something? There go all my tax returns.
Anything but the Island Boy files, okay?
You don't want to talk about that. Go through all the tax returns. What the hell? Shit. God damn it.
Anything but the he ain't never released that. He might even give us his birth certificate and let him know he a fucking immigrant himself, because allegedly
I just
he
saw
wasn't
that
born
too.
here.
I just saw that in the chat too. Hulk Hogan passed away, and tomorrow is Friday. So finish, Jess. Yeah, somebody post Hulk Hogan passed away, but tomorrow's Friday. So
you want some from Costco?
I don't know. It depends. I can really give a fuck about him.
Do you think that something is suspicious because if you Island Boy, his lawyer passed away a couple of days ago too? Ironically.
Well, no. Listen, you know who was his lawyer, don't you?
Oh,
he's
yeah.
in Trump administration now.
No. Epi's lawyer just died 2 days ago.
No, his main lawyer. That's probably one of his lawyers, but his main
maybe
lawyer
that's the one that didn't want to play ball.
There you go. There you go. That's the one that's in Trump's administration.
Oh.
Listen. See, people got to pay attention. People got to pay attention. People got to pay attention, Jess. They got to pay attention. The play is right in front of you.
Roy Black. Roy died at age 30 on the 23rd. Defense. Let me see who else. Alan Dershowitz, Harvard Law School professor who was also a part. Kenneth Starr. So which one of these is now working for Trump?
But Google that real fast because I don't know his name. But I think they want to put him in a higher place. I'm not mistaken. But he's already in his administration.
Talking about Bovee, but Bovee just got knocked down. So you're talking about Emil Bovee, who is Trump's previous lawyer.
No. Epstein's lawyer. Did you say Epstein or Trump's previous lawyer?
No, both. The guy that's inside of his cabinet right now, if I'm not mistaken, Google it. He was that dude's lawyer.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, Bovee got knocked down, and just so you know,
oh, so he didn't make it in.
No, so
thank
now
God.
They're now trying to push Janine Pori or Poti, who is the Fox News lawyer, that like angry lady. They tried to push her the first 4 years, but it didn't go through. But I don't know about this time; it might go through. But she is she mad cray cray.
So
yes,
she don't need
the DOJ guy. Yes. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, so that's Emil Bovee. That's Emil Bovee, and that's the guy who I was saying who's assistant. Okay, so Emil Bovee, who's the assistant Department of Justice to Pam Bondi, he's the one who was him and Pam were trying to impede on the Eric Adams case and made the threats to Judge Sassoon in New York, and tried to then do a quid pro quo with him, to which he said, deuces, here's my middle finger, I'm not your Negro. That's what that all was about. And it was his assistant who only graduated in like 2021 and got his bar in 2022 and had been a judge for a lawyer for about 4 or 5 years, maybe 3. It just depends on how soon he got in the game. They were also talking about him because of his good conduct behavior under Bovee and writing these letters to these judges. Think about this. A person who's had their law degree for less than 4 years, hasn't really had a chance to really practice, is out there telling judges what to do. It's just not right. You don't do
That
that.
sounds about right. That sounds about right for the Trump
Mhm.
administration.
You don't
Sounds
do
about
Yeah,
right.
that.
with their merit base. That's what I'm saying. They nothing these motherfuckers can tell me no more that you ain't gonna make me think twice about myself. Because first, I know who the fuck I am, and if I know it ain't true, I automatically think it's you. Even if it could, I just think it's you. Y'all are professional projectors. Your life is about projection. So anything you say, you're really talking about your fucking self every single time. So you talking about DEI, they don't deserve it. You don't deserve it. You don't deserve it. Merit based, you don't even know what merit is. You can't even read the fucking executive orders that you sign. You be like, tell them what this one say. Is this the one about? Why are you asking? Is this the one about the sinks? You can look down and read it and see if it's about the sinks. Tell them what this one is about. You're the president. You tell them. Read the first line. Tell me what it says. Even he gave a speech about the Met Gala and it sounded like he was reading. I don't know who wrote it. It sounded like him, but the way he was reading is like he couldn't read it. It's like maybe he told him, "This is what I want to say." Y'all can't da da da, and somebody typed it up for him. And then when he went back to read it, he didn't know what the fuck it said. It was wild. Oh yeah, the Reaper. He can't read. Y'all got a president that can't fucking read. Somebody that worked for him even talked about how when they was trying to explain how to get out of Afghanistan, they pretty much had to draw pictures and put like 2 lines. Like, this is how we win. Go in, boom, boom. Give away prisoners. Like, it had to be in real small, simple, and it had to be like a drawing board, which is crazy. How you doing? Oh yeah, how you feeling?
Good.
I love to hear.
You are on two different. Am I tripping? Or are
Yeah,
you also on? Okay.
I am.
I was like,
I am. I was showing some love. I didn't want to feel like anybody has to end. You know what I mean?
yeah.
Mhm. And I know she don't pretty much do it all the time, so I just wanted to. But that's why I said I can't sit in. I'm gonna be on the mutes, but you know. But thank you. But I see you sent me a gift.
Let's,
Thank you.
I was
let's say you
like,
cheating on us again. Ain't
it's
nothing but a
not
two timer.
cheating.
Oh my goodness, y'all want to
Nothing but
know
a
who
two timer.
y'all want to know who I'm cheating on y'all with? Y'all
No, we
want?
don't want to know.
Okay. Oh, I love that. We don't want to know. I just love you anyway. Y'all, once we get this go, I'm gonna tell y'all. Oh, we're gonna rate the person that I'm allegedly cheating with. How you feeling today? Oh yeah, how was work?
Oh my God. These people.
They on your nerves? I wanted
I
to.
just went to jail. Almost did.
Did y'all see the video today of Donald Trump? That dude checking Donald Trump.
Oh, yeah, that was awesome, wasn't it?
I know,
He
right?
said, no,
It
that's
felt
not
so
what's in there.
good.
He said, no. He said, no, that building's been built already. No, that's part of, no, that building's built already, big dog.
He said, "I know what I'm talking about, bruh." Oh my
I
goodness.
love that. I
Me
love
too.
when somebody check him. It don't happen often,
Yeah.
because he normally cut you down real fast and everybody come attack you. You don't talk to him like that.
Yeah.
Well,
Somebody said a
Jesus
white dude
Christ.
named Jerome told me all I needed to know. Baby.
Not Jerome.
His name
You
was
said
Jerome.
something. Go ahead.
I'm about to play it in a minute. Give me 1 second. No, sir. I'm gonna bring in. Let me play this really, really fast. Because I do want everybody to see it.
Renovation.
Hold on. Damn, it's fucking hilarious. It made me smile. I watched it quite a few times, y'all. Oh my goodness, Megan, what is happening? No, that's not it. Download Instagram. Here we go. Okay.
Got a long way. Do you expect it a little bit or a lot? So the 2.7 is now 3.1.
I'm not aware of that.
Yeah, it just came out.
Yeah, I haven't heard that from anybody at the Fed.
Yeah, it just came out.
I noticed that at about 3.1 as well.
3.1,
3.2.
So you gotta see his face.
Yes. I don't know who does that.
You're including the Martin renovation. You just added
our entire capital.
Yeah, you just added in a third building. Is what that is. That's a third building.
Well, no, but it's a building that's being built.
No, it was built 5 years ago. We finished Martin 5 years ago.
It's part of the overall work.
But it's
So,
not new.
So we're going to take a look. We're going to see what's happening, and it's got a long way. Do you expect any more additional cross-sell runs?
Don't expect them. We're ready for them, but we have a little bit of a reserve that we may use. But no, we don't expect to be finished in 2027. We're well along, as you can see.
Nice to take these off every once in a while when we're not under too much danger. So 3.1 billion, it went up a little bit, or a lot. So the 2.7 is now 3.1.
I'm not aware of that.
Yeah, it just came out.
Yeah, I haven't heard that from anybody at the Fed.
Yeah, it just came out.
Our notes said about 3.1 as well.
3.1.
Shut up, Tim.
This came from us.
Yes. I don't know who does that.
You're including the Martin renovation. You just added
our entire capital.
Yeah, you just added in a third building. Is what that is. That's a third building.
Well, no, but it's a building that's being built.
No, it was built 5 years ago. We finished Martin 5 years ago.
It's part of the overall work.
Hey,
So
we built it 5 years ago, bro. We've been done with this shit. What are you
Jess,
talking about?
He looked at the bull. He looked at the bull like you out with your you out with your homie and your wife. Come like, yo, where was y'all at last night? You like, I was at this house. Bull looking at you like, motherfucker, wait a minute.
No, you wasn't. I'm not aware of that.
Motherfucker, we didn't go over this game plan.
You ain't brought me on this one, bro.
You ain't sent me no text message, motherfucker. Wait a minute. You ain't briefed you on this one.
Oh my God. Hey Bill, how you doing, love? I'm hollering. No, sir. Welcome into the chat. How are you?
How y'all doing tonight?
We're doing good. What's your name, agent? Who did you vote for?
I'm 36. I voted for Trump.
Why you do that?
I think I was ready to step away from the Democrats.
And
for a lot of social reasons, but I don't want to get into all that. But
no, are you having any voters remorse?
no, not at this point.
Why
was that the Fed chair, the meeting with the Federal Reserve guy? Yeah. Why do y'all think have y'all ever seen a president do that before?
What, lie?
No, he was speaking to the man face to face about business, and the guy is acting bougie. Don't he retire in like a year?
Hold on. You say he was. How was he acting? Tell me how he's.
Yeah, he was being kind of disrespectful. Yeah.
No, okay. Tell me what he did that was disrespectful.
I mean, try to call him out on the building was built 5 years ago. Like, I mean, he know the cameras was there. That's kind of rude.
So, do you think that if cameras are there and you're with somebody and you know that they are lying that can mislead the people, you will let them go?
It's a way to say
no.
He don't care about the people. That guy.
You didn't let me finish. Let me finish. I'm asking you what you would do if you were with someone and you knew that they were lying on camera, and if the people ran off with that lie, it would mislead the people. You would let the lie go, or would you correct him so that we make sure that we're giving out the correct information? What would you do?
Was he lying or was he misunderstood something?
Oh, so the young man didn't know what Trump was trying to do. See, that's why context is always important. What Trump was trying to do, he was trying to lie and say that this was the money is being contributed to, and the guy said, "No, you can't add that to this plan because that's been built 5 years ago." That's why Trump tried to fast talk him, and he doubled back and said, "No, that's not part of this plan here." See, we got to get context and anything. It's kind of like if you got children, your children come tell you something, and your older son says, "No, Dad, that's not true. I didn't break that. He broke that."
Understand that, but it's a way to handle that.
No,
that
it's not, because
situation.
at the end of the
Yeah,
day,
it is.
no, because you know what happens? He would never get an opportunity to say it. See, because when you're working in the situation that he's working in, he can't call for a press conference. He can't write a letter saying that Trump is lying. So he has to call him out right there. Because if he don't call him out right there, it's going to look like Trump was telling the truth. And everybody picking on Trump. Because you know how they like to spin it. Oh, no, he was telling the truth. No, and honestly speaking, it lets you know that him and Trump didn't have no conversation prior to the press conference. Because it
That's
took
true.
him by surprise.
Wait,
That's
hold
true.
on.
I
Hold
agree
on.
with
I'm gonna
that.
let you both know something. Even if you had a conference with Trump prior to, it doesn't matter. He's not gonna say what you give him, the information you're gonna give him. He's gonna say what the fuck he wants to say. Even if you prep for the conference, he's gonna still do what you just saw him do and ignore all information and facts prior. So it don't even matter, Dayton. It was gonna end up where it was.
He
No matter
ran,
what.
damn it, he ran. God damn it, he ran. I was going to say to him,
He ran.
He ran. See,
She's
I
a
was gonna
runner,
say
she's
to
a
him,
track
Free,
star. She gon' run away when it gets hard.
what I was going to say to him was this. I understand what you're saying, but you're using it in the wrong context. See, because at the end of the day, it would have been him who made the mistake, and not Trump. It'd have been him. It'd have been him.
Correct. 100%.
That's why he had to call him out right then and there.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You gotta you can't be letting that shit fester, and you're the president, and so people gonna run off with that fucking information. No, I'm gonna correct you right here. And like they say, he got more balls than the entire fucking GOP to correct him right where he stands.
Yeah, but don't you
let the
see
people go
how they
off
don't
with
listen
that.
to clippings? But you see how they don't listen to clippings? You see he had no context behind it. He had nothing behind it. All he thought about, well, that's the president. Well, guess what? If my damn commissioner lie on me, I'm gonna call him out on his. Oh, whoa, hey, I didn't say that. That's bullshit.
I'm
I
a
mean, no.
bullshit.
Absolutely. No.
You think I'm gonna let you run away on a lie about me, especially about some millions of dollars? Oh no.
That gives an opportunity for some other shit to come down the fan later on.
Yep.
That shows some kind of discrepancy. And then what Trump does, what does he always do in court cases? Well, I didn't really handle that well. I didn't really know.
There
I
you
didn't
go.
really get
There you
involved with
go.
that.
There you
Motherfucker,
go.
yes, you did. Here it is, right here. Checkpoint your name. It's that.
I had to find that one. I'm like, let me put that one in the
Jerome said Jerome's in the house. Jerome
I
said,
know, right?
Jerome said, I'm here. Jerome said, I'm here for all the smoke. You got me fucked up. My name's Jerome for a reason.
Okay.
That's
Even
Mark.
the look on his face. Like,
you guys, that's Mark.
Hey, D.
That's Mark. We'll fuck with Mark. That's Mark.
Baby, you're not playing it.
But just look, on national TV, this bastard was going to try to fabricate a fucking way to hide money. That's what it come down to.
Yep.
Because it went from 2.7 to 3.1, and dude looked at him like, what?
He was gonna pocket it.
I want to say the N word because I swear
That's
Jerome wanted to say
definitely how you looked at that shit.
Did you see how his head bobbled too?
He said, "Show me the paperwork."
Absolutely.
What?
Because you was gonna tell people I gave him that money as you put it in your pocket.
He almost slid Trump. They're about to separate them two.
Bruh, because I'm like, you talking about a lot of motherfucking money. You think you just gonna just switch some numbers around on me? He said, well, let me see. Nigga, that's Martin. We did Martin way back 5 years ago under Biden. That shit been over.
But did y'all see how Trump was saying, I don't know who appointed him. He's a terrible appointee. Motherfucker, you did.
You're a terrible.
He really did that?
Yes, he said that. You got to look it up, Ray. You got to look it up. He was in the White House.
They put it in the source thumb.
No, just go in YouTube it now.
Okay.
YouTube Trump not knowing that he appointed the Federal Reserve guy.
But yes, that was like all on the news.
Yes, and he said, he was like, that guy shouldn't have been appointed. I wonder who appointed that guy. Somebody said it was you, President Trump. Dickhead. I'm sorry.
Yo, hold on. But my thing is, this is a history. You know how I was doing those Trump files? And I feel like I got to bring them back because people starting to wake up. But I'm like, if y'all ain't going to watch the videos, I'm not going to take all my time on goddamn making these videos. But because I was getting flagged from TikTok. People would flag my videos. They would get taken down for no reason. I had to fight them like this is not misinformation to get them put back up, and then they fuck with the algorithm. I'm like, it was becoming too much trouble. But anyways, I learned a lot. That motherfucker, they talked about. I forgot. Remember, he had like he was trying to open up like a brokerage company, real estate something, and he hired some people who didn't know what the fuck they was doing. They said don't hire him because he don't know what he doing. And the dude ran the company in the ground because they was doing some shady shit. Didn't even last for like a year. And he's like, who hired them? I'm like, you did, nigga. And they was just talking about like, we told you he wasn't good for the job because he didn't have any experience, but it was probably his homeboy, somebody who knew that they could grift together. But anyway, I found it. Let me see if I can, if they have a shorter one. Trump surprised that Jerome Powell, the Fed chair. Hold on, let me see if this is. Okay. Let me see if I can type
More
this out.
important than nominating leaders of integrity and good judgment to hold trusted positions in public office. And few of those trusted positions are more important than the chairman of the Federal Reserve. Accordingly, it is my pleasure and my honor to announce my nomination of Jerome Powell to be the next chairman of the Federal Reserve. Congratulations, Jay.
Thank you, Mr. President.
Hey, Jess, you got to play.
I think they're going.
I think he does a terrible job. He's costing us a lot of money. He's a terrible Fed chair. I was surprised he was appointed. I was surprised, frankly, that Biden put him in and extended him. But they did. He's not doing the right job. We should be saving $1 trillion a year in interest. When he talks about cost, we should be saving. Think of it, $1 trillion a year. Add that with the tariffs and everything else. But he just doesn't want. He's a knucklehead. As president, there are a few decisions more important than nominating leaders of integrity and good judgment to hold trust.
The guy's a moron. The guy's a moron.
And
He's
y'all
a moron.
can never, ever, ever come to me somebody, yeah, it's Biden, it's Biden, it's Biden. Bruh, it's you. You just can't blame Biden for every fucking. That was perfect. Whoever mashed that up, let me give them a thumbs up. Great job. Great fucking job. Shout out to MSNBC. Even though y'all fired my girl Joy Reid, baby. Yeah, at least y'all still reporting a little bit. I only hired the best people. He's a terrible and I don't know him. That's exactly what he do. Anytime you fuck up, or even when he tell you to do fucked up shit, and be like, I got you back, and be like, I don't know who that is. I only seen Jeffrey Epstein once at a party. Maybe
And he had his wedding. He had his bar mitzvah. He had the college going away party for the kids. He's the godfather for the little girl. I mean, but he don't know him, man.
I don't know who that was.
He just lies so easily. He just lies so easily. Like his lies just come right out. Like his first instinct is to lie.
That's it. Anything but the fucking truth. It's almost like he allergic to it. It's sad. It's y'all. We're donating. No, we're doing the auction tomorrow night, you guys. We're gonna be auctioning off. I don't know if you guys are familiar with the Grits and Eggs podcast by Deontay Kai. I got a hat. I'm gonna be auctioning off a shirt. I'm gonna be auctioning off some merch from Hector Shop. I'm gonna be auctioning off a date with Hector, as well as a date with Jaden, a date with Jamal, and a date with Saji.
Oh, not me. I'm off the market.
No, we're just doing.
I don't want no TikTok fights.
Oh, you forgot about me. Oh my god.
We already know who y'all together with. We don't want to start no shit in the royal family. So ain't only date we're doing is Hector, you guys. We're also donating a Trump minion pinata. Okay, so just in case Trump hits you off one day and you want to take out your frustration, you'll have a pinata there, and at least when you beat that hoe to death, it will give you some reward out of it, and make you feel good. So shout out to Tania for creating that pinata. She has a pinata business. It's also too so we can amplify these creators' businesses as well. What up, Hector? I'm gonna say Huptown. What up, Hecty? Shout out to Hecty. Make sure you guys give Uptown Sports a follow, especially if you follow baseball, any type of sports. Trish, hey baby, is Alina still on? Is Alina still on? Oh yeah. Oh, that's what I'm about to say. We've never rated Saji. So Saji is. I love you too. I appreciate you so much. Great things are in store. Okay. We've never rated Saji, and we are about to go rate her right now, you guys. We're about to get on up off here so I can get some rest so that we can get up
I
early.
got a question.
Yeah, of course, man.
So I can't auction off ass coffin and gumbo.
Who? All I heard was
I
ass.
can't auction off. I can't auction off ass clapping and gumbo.
Is what if I don't know. Y'all not finna start no shit. Cause if you get it, then what's his name? What's his name? Naquan gonna be like, "What? I heard you was out there ass clapping and doing
Balloons like a
gumbo."
clown, like a balloon
He was
animal.
on a
You know the
pinafore
noise
women
it
showing
makes?
his nips.
Huh?
No, we outside.
Bitch, we outside tonight. Okay.
I told Sagi that.
This where we going, y'all. We going to Saji's live. She don't even know that we watching. Hold on, let's push the unmute button.
Tell you something, Janae, because you said something that made me remember this. Okay, so first of all, if you're a man and you feel like you're the last good man on earth,
You're
it
a
doesn't
unicorn.
apply to you. Right
I just told her
here
we were about
at the
to rate
top,
her.
there's something you could click on and gift. You know, if you feel inclined, if you're still out there.
Oh.
But second of all, when you said if you're a man and you got run over, I expect you to get up and walk home. Hold up.
Literally.
My great grandma, this is a true story.
So if you guys are following my backup page, it's already in there.
My grandpa's mom got
on the
ran over
panel.
by.
So let's go rate Saji, you guys. I gotta get a little bit of rest before tomorrow I go take me a little shower. They ain't gone. You niggas ain't that a bitch? They ain't over there, some motherfucker, man. He already there, bitch. I'm hollering.
I don't give a damn. He said, I'm gonna go get my
hollering. Oh my God. When y'all get over there, first of all, I'll say Jessica Ray, drop some coconuts. But everybody at Dayton said, damn, you move fast in the motherfucker, boy. You fast as fuck, boy. That nigga moved like a Tasmanian devil. That nigga said, phew.
We'll just say damn, Dayton. When we all
I
go
know,
in,
right?
just say damn, Dayton.
I see him in there with the hearts in this bitch. I'm fucking hollering. I'm hollering. Dayton is funny as hell. All right, y'all. Let's get over there. Don't meet me there, beat me there. I love y'all so much. We had a good little conversation. Let me get some rest tonight. I am extremely tired. And I'm about to eat after fucking 12 o'clock. I love y'all. Bye.
Bye.
See, meet me over there. I'm gonna put my thing over there. If you follow my old account, it's over there. Saji.
So I assume what I know for a fact, they cannot be who we are. They're not built like that. They're not like us. They are definitely not like us. When you can look at all these supposed, and I'm not going to get on a long rant, men of distinction and education that can look at a guy like Lindell, who sell pillows and say that because he made a